Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to EOA Live TV and this EOA Sports production of the Oregon East Line All-Star Football Game. I am your host, William McLaughlin, joined alongside by Kyle Dodds, a.k.a. Doddsy. We're excited to bring you what is the 72nd annual installation of this game. It is the 70th game. We did have 2 games that were missed over the years. 72nd annual version of the Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. This is our 3rd year calling it through EOA Live TV, and we're excited to bring you tonight's coverage. Shout out to our 2 title sponsors in City and the Shrine East-West Football Association, Eastern Oregon University. We greatly appreciate your sponsorship. Our Shrine. And you can experience the Eastern Oregon's Rural University provides a tight-knit, supportive student experience, exceptional academic programs, and that equips graduates for successful lives and where in the world. Come and get an incredibly personal education with room to spread, where hiking, fishing, camping, skiing, and rafting are all in a day's work. Just a few hours east of Portland, but a world away. Don't wait. Visit eou.edu today and get the Eastern Edge at Oregon's best, most affordable university. Doddsy?
Awesome. Year 3, Willie Mac.
It's been a fun one up to this point. Excited for this next one.
It's a beautiful day here in Baker City. No rain. It's going to hold off, and it's not overly hot. We spent a lot of time this week with the players and with the cheerleaders, and Megan Day, the OCCA cheerleading coordinator, has done a great job with her girls, and we're just going to get right into meeting the cheerleaders for the East. Here it is.
At Gladstone High School, and I'm here representing the East team this year. My favorite part of coaching is just seeing athletes do things that they never thought they were capable of. And my favorite food is broccoli.
Hi, I'm Treasure Elk. I'm representing Pendleton High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan to attend BMCC and study for nursing. My favorite music artist is David Kushner.
Hi, I'm Amy Hernandez. I'm from the Dallas High School. After the Shriners game, I plan on attending WU as a cheerleader as well. And my favorite music artist is Frank Ocean.
Hi, I'm Destiny McAllister, and I represent South Umpqua High School, and after the Shriners game, I plan to attend Southern Oregon University for criminology. My favorite singer is Carrie Underwood.
Hi, my name is Megan Bew. I come from Coquille High School. After the Shriners game, I plan to attend OSU, and my favorite artist is Taylor Swift.
Hi, I'm Melissa Bernhardt. I represent North Bend High School, and after the Shriners game, I plan to attend Southwestern Oregon Community College to pursue a degree in civil engineering, and my favorite artist is Bruno Mars.
Hi, I'm Emma Coleman. I'm representing Duke School. After the Shrine Game, I will be attending CGCC to pursue a degree in sociology. My favorite food is fruit.
Hi, I'm Tora Tminsky. I'm representing Dufour High School. I plan to attend Northwest Nazarene University next year to play on their women's golf team, and my favorite food is tacos.
Hi, I'm Madison Russell. I'm here representing Lapine High School. After the Shrine Games, I plan on attending WU as a cheerleader and studying biology. My favorite food is tortellini.
Hi, my name is Althea Comiskey. I'm representing Enterprise High School. I will be attending EOU and pursuing a degree in medical technology, and my favorite food is sushi.
Hi, I'm Olivia Fine. I represent Pendleton High School. After the Shriners game, I plan on attending EOU, and I'm going to be cheering and studying elementary education. My favorite artist is Morgan Wallen.
Hi, I'm Giselle Nahara. I'm representing Gladstone High School. After the Shriners game, I plan to attend the University of Oregon and study journalism. And my favorite band is the Driver Era.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Holowati. I'm here representing Gladstone High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan to attend the University of Oregon to study accounting. And my favorite food is anything with pesto.
Hi, I'm McKenna Chamberlain. I'm representing Gladstone High School. My plans after Shrine are to join the National Guard, and my favorite artist is Joji.
Hi, my name is Megan Day, and I'm the OCCA Shrine Coordinator, introducing your West coaches and cheerleaders.
Hi, I'm Lori Shovel. I'm one of the coaches for the West team. I'm excited to be here at Baker for the Shrine Game This is my last year of coaching, but my favorite thing about coaching has been every single kid I've had the opportunity to be a part of their lives. And my hero are all these girls sitting out here that put in some time and effort these last 2 days. Go West.
Hi, I'm Savannah Michelson. I'm representing Sheridan High School. After the Shriners, I plan to cheer for Linfield University and get my bachelor's in nursing. My favorite artists are Alec Benjamin and Zach Bryan.
My name is Stella Lindahl and I'm representing Rainier High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan to go to the University of Oregon to study in biology with a pre-medical pathway. My favorite artist is Taylor Swift.
Hi, I'm Paige Schimmel. I am from Rainier High School, and after the Shrines Game, I'm going to attend ASU online, and my favorite food is steak.
Hi, I'm Susie Griffin and I represent Sweet Home High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan to attend NIC, and my favorite food is steak.
My name is Kaylee Williams. I am representing Yamhill Carlson High School. After the Shrine Games, I plan on attending Chemeketa Community College to get my degree in elementary education, and my favorite artist is Cody Johnson.
Hi, I'm Ashley Kohler and I represent Philomath High School. After the Shriners Game, I plan to attend LBCC to study criminology and criminal history. My favorite food is food.
Hi, I'm Luca Ogden and I'm here representing Sweet Home High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan to attend George Fox University, and my favorite food is pasta.
Hi, my name is Kylie Hayes. I'm representing Sweet Home High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan to attend the University of Arizona online, and my favorite food is pasta.
Hi, I'm Haley Wiles. I'm representing Newport High School, and I will be attending Eastern Oregon University while also cheering and getting a bachelor's in nursing. And my favorite singer is Chris Stapleton.
Hi, I'm Rhea Crispin. I am representing Cook County High School. After the Shrine Game, I will be attending COCC at home to pursue a degree in nursing. My favorite music artist is Zach Bryan.
Hi, I'm Alex Molina and I'm representing Cook County High School. After Shrine, I'm going to be attending Western Oregon as well as cheering there, and my hero is my sister.
Hi, I'm Megan Sharp and I'm representing Amity High School. After the Shrine Game, I will be attending Eastern Oregon University to pursue a degree in agriculture entrepreneurship. My hero is my dad.
Hi, I'm Michaela representing Rainier High School. After the Shrine Game, I plan on attending Portland Community College to pursue my degree in criminal justice, and my favorite food is sausage.
Hello everyone. My name is Kira Caldwell. I'm 16 years old and I live in Milwaukee, Oregon. I've been a dancer all my life since the age of 8.
We're back from our cheerleader
since the age of 2,
down to the field here
and competitively
now as we have
since
our
the age of
queens
6.
speaking for both the East and the West
Growing
in
up,
this year's game.
I always had some sort of unexplainable back pain. We never knew the root of the cause until one day when I was...
My name is East Queen for the 2023 Oregon East-West Shriners football game. I got involved with Shriners Children's Portland because I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I was 8 years old. My grandma was
before, which was not true. The medical assistant who was with him noticed a lump on my back, and my doctor came to the conclusion that I had a curvature at around 30 degrees and that we shouldn't be concerned. My mom and I, on the other hand, did the exact opposite and went to Shriners Children's to check out my scoliosis. We found out about Shriners Children's from a friend of mine who previously had spinal fusion surgery and recommended that we see Dr. Michelle Wilborn. After our first meeting and x-ray, we learned that my curve was not somewhere around 30 degrees, but rather around 10 degrees higher at about 43 degrees. This was highly concerning to my family and I as they start to recommend surgery at around 50 degrees. After this meeting, I had regular checkups with Shriners Children's every 6 months in order to track the progress of my curvature. Since I was done growing at the time, we were informed that there was a 50-50 chance that my curve could get worse or stay the same. Sadly, my curve indeed started to get worse, with my highest curve being around 56 degrees. My family, Dr. Wellborn, and I decided that it was time. I was going to have spinal fusion surgery. The idea of surgery frightened my family and I, but we knew we were in the amazing hands of Shriners Children's. An experience that I'm so grateful to have gone through during my surgery was having a buddy to go through it with me. My mom had joined a support group on Facebook to find out that Evelyn Lopez was having fusion at the same time, on the same day, and at the same hospital as me. While I was having surgery with Dr. Wellborn, she was having surgery with Dr. Daniel Boughton. Whenever I look back on my surgery, it brings back so many positive memories. All of the staff members at Shriners Children's Portland work so hard to keep their patients comfortable and content. Being given a heated blanket before surgery, or even rice in a smoothie for breakfast, are some of the little things that were given to me during my time at the hospital. The little actions do not go unappreciated. My experience, as well as the ones of my friends, demonstrates how important it is for people to continue to support the Shriners Children's community. This is so essential in order to allow children like me to get back to doing the things we love. Currently, I'm back to dancing as well as I could before, all while having 2 metal rods and 14 screws in my spine. It's not a miracle. It's hard work, dedication, determination, and it's the work of Shriners Children's. Thank you.
Now we'll hear from the East Queen, Jory.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Jory Emmer. I'm 13 years old, and I'm from Silverton. I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I was 8 years... Sorry.
I'm sorry, what? I think the feedback, they just hear what's up on the screen. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Sorry. I was diagnosed with scoliosis when I was 8 years old, and since then, I've had 6 back braces and amazing care from Shriners Children's Portland. You can just tell that everyone there really enjoys what they're doing and really cares about every single patient. My first time at Shriners, I was 8 years old and had no idea what was going to happen. I was in my appointment with Dr. Wellborn and my parents, and I didn't know what was going to happen, and I don't remember that much, but I remember fainting onto Dr. Wellborn's lap. She was so sweet and made sure that I had a juice box and everything that I needed. I would also like to say that the staff in the brace shop and everyone that works at Shriners really makes sure that my brace was always comfortable and was so accommodating if it needed anything trimmed down or added. My treatment has made it possible for me to continue dancing as normal like I have since I was 3. Shriners Children's Portland has changed my life and inspired me to try to help other young kids with scoliosis and give them the advice I wish I had gotten. My great-grandpa was a Shriner, and I love that I get to give back to such an amazing organization like he did. I'm very grateful for all of the opportunities that I've been given through being a patient ambassador at Shriners, and I'm especially grateful that I get to be here tonight. Thank you.
You guys We'll now hear from the co-captains. Say a few words.
Hello. My name is Isaac Tinkle, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. I've been going to Shriners Children's Hospital of Portland for around 14 years now because I was born with fibular hemimelia. This condition caused one of my shin bones to not develop, also that same leg is shorter than the other one. This complication has led me to having surgeries performed by Dr. Krybeck, Dr. Bernstein, and many other nurses and support staff, where I had little bits of bone taken off, my whole leg being broken and realigned, and my foot being removed. Shriners Children's has helped me with surgeries, especially the recovery. After my most recent surgery, I had completely relearned how to walk. I had physical therapy every week with my physical therapist, Shannon, and it wasn't always the most fun thing, but I knew that it was helping me recover, and now I can do better things even before surgery. I have also had a lot of prosthetic legs, which were all made for me by Sabrina, Todd, and the rest of Shriners Children's orthotics and prosthetics team. Without them, I would not be able to do some of the stuff I do today. I have done many things that I couldn't have accomplished without Shriners Children, such as smaller things like playing sports like basketball, football, downhill skiing, and more, to the bigger things like giving me the ability to walk every day. Their impact on my life has been tremendous, and I am very glad that they have been able to help me and continue to help everyone else who needs it. I am also very thankful for this opportunity to be a patient ambassador. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Matthias Leonard. I'm 13. I'm from Corvallis, Oregon. I've been a patient at Shriners Hospital for 10 years. When I was born with a malformed foot, so I had struggles walking. When I was 3 years old, I got my foot amputated by Shriners Hospital. Since then, the doctors there have helped me walk with a new prosthetic leg. Thank you, Shriners Hospital, for all the support and help you do.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Good job. That's pretty awesome right there, Willie Mack, the queens and the co-captains.
Would you like to bring the flowers out?
The queen for the East, Jory Emmers. It's her birthday today.
Oh, that's awesome. And, yeah, great speeches from the four of them. We're really excited for what they have in their futures. But at this time, we're going to go ahead and take you now into our East and West player intros for this year's game.
My name is Cole Martin from Powder Valley. After high school, I plan on playing football at Eastern Oregon University. My mom and dad are my heroes.
I'm Bo Ledbetter from Union. I plan on attending Eastern Oregon University for pole vault, and my hero is my grandpa.
Hi, my name is Kobe Pope. I am from Glide High School. I plan to be a hydromechanic after this, and my favorite food is Chinese food.
My name is Tyler Bohr. I'm from Hebner High School. In January, I plan on joining the apprenticeship program through IBW Local 112. My favorite food is homemade biscuits and gravy.
My name is Tables. I'm from Oakland High School, and I'm going to be going to Southern Utah University next year to major in aviation and play track and field. My heroes would be my mom and my dad.
I'm Tucker Ashbeck from Hebner High School. After this, I plan on running equipment for my dad, and then my favorite food is probably French dip.
My name is Cole Collins. I'm from Oakland High School. I plan on attending EOU and playing football, and my heroes are my parents.
I'm Owen Crane from Vail High School. I plan to join the family business, and my favorite food is tri-tip.
My name is Cameron Rich. I'm from Weston McEwen High School. In the fall, I plan on running track for Eastern Oregon University, and my heroes are my mom and my brother.
Hi, my name's Finn Irvine. I went to Weston McEwen High School. Next year, I'm going to Ripon College to play football and study environmental science, and my favorite food is tacos.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Julian. I'm from Lakeview High School. I plan to pursue real estate, and my favorite food is mac and cheese.
Hi, my name is Bryce Rollins. I'm from Ione High School. Next year, I plan to attend College of the Siskiyous to study engineering and get my welding certification. While I'm there, I'll play basketball and throw for track. My favorite food is tri-tip.
My name is Dawson Cook. I play at Lapine High School. I plan on attending Treasure Valley Community College next year to study natural resources, and my favorite food is deer steak.
My name's Colton Campbell. I'm from Lapine High School. I'll be attending Eastern Oregon University next year, and my favorite food is steak.
I'm Ian Sissel. I'm from Florence, Oregon. I plan to attend Pacific University where I'm going to study business administration. My favorite food is a cheeseburger from Big Dog Donuts and Deli.
My name's Aiden Brenneman. I go to Ridgeview High School in Redmond, Oregon. My plans are to attend Eastern Oregon University and play football, and my heroes are my mom and my dad.
I'm Eli Aldred. I'm from Bell High School. After school, I'm planning to become an apprentice for an electrician. And I'd say my favorite artist is probably Zach Bryan.
My name's Keegan McDonald. I graduated from Azama High School. My plans are to start my own business, and my favorite food is sushi.
I'm Shaw Stork. I go to Henley High School. My plans after high school is to attend the University of Wisconsin, and my hero is my mom and dad.
I'm Jared Armstrong. I'm from LeGrand High School. I plan on attending EOU, and my favorite band is Zach Bryan.
I'm Meyer Whitmore. I attended LeGrand High School. I plan on going to Central Washington to play football, and my heroes are Optimus Prime and John Cena.
My name is Trevor Anderson. I'm from Mazama High School. I plan on going to Linfield University to play football and study exercise science, and my hero is my mom and my dad.
My name is Brendan Monteith. I'm from Mazama High School. After school, I plan to study business at Oregon State University, and my favorite food is pizza.
My name is Cameron Thies. I play for North Bend High School. My plans for next year is to be a White Lion firefighter at CFPA. My heroes are my mom and my dad. I'm Nicholas Baxter. I graduated from Union High School. I plan to go and work through the fall and into the winter. And in the winter, I plan to go on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. After that, I will attend BYU, Idaho for nursing. I'd have to say my favorite band is Metallica.
Hey, my name is Colton Crowell. I played at Mountain View High School. I plan on going to Central Oregon Community College, and my favorite food is ramen.
Hi, my name is Peyton Zamko. I went to Ridgeview High School. My plans after high school are to head to Willamette, and I'll be playing football there. My favorite food is buffalo chicken Caesar salad.
My name is Brian Daly. I went to Thurston High School, and I plan on going to college of Siskiyou to weld and play football. My favorite food is pizza.
Hi, I'm Nathan Dalton. I'm from Lost River High School. I plan to attend George Fox University to study nursing and to play football. And my favorite food is chicken burritos.
My name is Warren Rose. I go to St. Paul High School, and I plan on going to Chemeketa to play baseball and study computer science. And my heroes are my parents.
Hi, my name is Spencer Kowalski. I went to Blanchette Catholic. Next year, my plans are to play baseball at Centralia College, and my favorite food is steak.
Hi, my name is Nolan Earls. I'm from Colton High School. I plan on logging, and my favorite food is a double quarter pounder.
My name is Peter Miranda from Culver High School. My plans are to go to Western Oregon and play football. My favorite food is a good steak.
Hi, my name is Elijah Muriel. I go to Gaston High School. My plans after school is just to work, and my hero is probably my mother.
Hi, my name is Tucker Kinder. I graduated from Napa High School. Next year I plan on becoming an electrician, and my hero is my mom.
Hello, my name is Andres Jr. Sandoval. I attended Nestucca High School, and my plans for the future is to attend OSU and study civil engineering. My favorite food is Mexican cuisine called quesadillas.
My name is Logan Kind. I graduated from Banks High School, and I'm playing baseball at Shasta College. And my favorite food is a Chipotle burrito.
My name is Judah Warner. I graduated from Tillamook High School, and my plans are to play football at Shasta College next year, and my hero is Stephen Curry.
My name is Matt Hopkins. I'm from Kennedy High School. My plans are to attend Chemeketa, and my favorite food is steak.
Hi, my name is Brett Bowen from Kennedy High School. My plans next year are to become an electrician, and my favorite food is pizza.
I'm Jaden Christie. I'm from Santiam Christian. Next year I plan to attend Southern Oregon for track, and my heroes are my parents.
My name is Nate Arce. I'm from Dayton, Oregon. My plans after high school is I'm going to be pursuing a lineman career, and my favorite food is burritos.
My name is Caden Raver. I graduated from Yamhill Carlton High School last year. Next year I plan on playing football for George Fox University while studying mechanical engineering, and my heroes are my mom and my dad.
Hi, my name is Dominic Nacosta from Escada High School.
I'm going to Eastern Oregon University to play football. My favorite artist is Drake.
My name is Waylon Rydell. We go to Estacada High School. I'm going to Eastern Oregon next year, and my favorite food is ribeye steak.
Hi, my name is Colby Campbell from Scappoose High School. Next year I plan on attending Lane Community College to pursue track and field, and my favorite food is Panda Express orange chicken.
My name's Trey Derringer. I'm from Scappoose High School. I'm going to Linfield University next year, and my favorite food is Panda Express.
My name is Sam Diaz. I play for Tillamook High School, and after high school, I am going to study at Shasta Community College and play football.
My name is Jesse Bass. I'm from South Albany High School. My plans for next year are going to Western Oregon to continue football, and my heroes are my parents.
My name is Corey James. I'm from Estacada High School. My plans after high school, I'm currently working for PG, and my favorite food is Italian food. Hi, I'm Jordan Martins. I attended Class 9 high school. I plan on attending Chemeketa Community College next year, and my heroes are my parents.
My name is Caden Younger, South Albany High School. I plan to attend Western next year. My favorite artist probably has to be J. Cole.
Hi, my name is Jackson Lyder from Banks High School. Next year I plan to attend the Military College of South Carolina to study engineering and play baseball. My favorite food is a chicken taco.
Hi, I'm Gunnar Rothenberger from Junction City High School. I plan to attend Northwest Lineman School in Meridian, Ohio. My favorite food is steak.
I'm Kohler Hernandez. I'm from Central High School. I plan on attending Western Oregon University to play football next year, and my favorite food is Dave's Hot Chicken.
My name is Noah Reese. I come from West Albany. I plan on going to Willamette to play football, and my hero is my father.
My name is Vincent Craig. I went to Central High School. My future plan is to play football at George Fox University. My heroes are my parents. They've done a lot for me, and I'm very grateful for them.
All right, and those are the introductions for our East and West players. Just before we get down to our festivities on the field that Shriners is putting on before kickoff, first off, just want to say shout out to Dodzy and EO Live TV for those amazing graphics packages introducing our players and our cheerleaders. And once again, we want to give a huge shout out to our title sponsors for this year's game in the Shrine East-West Football Association, and of course our big title sponsor in Eastern Oregon University. Your contributions play a huge role in helping make this game possible on the broadcast side, but we'll send you down to the field now for the remainder of the pregame festivities being held by the Shriners Association.
And a very hard-working individual and noble is Chris Torrey. And we also have some emissaries. These are the men that go out and visit the different clubs and units across the state. And two of our emissaries this evening is Noble Bill Queer and Noble Robert Baugh. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce now Craig Sipp. He is the Grand Master of Masons in Oregon this year.
Thank you, most worshipful. Good evening. It's great to be in Baker City, where I grew up and graduated from Baker High School. It's an honor to be representing Oregon Freemasonry and participating with all the Shriners that make this event so wonderful in support of our children. I will start with introducing my wonderful wife, Sherry, in the stand. I also have my daughter, Amber, her husband, Ryan, and then 5 grandkids. So I have Karen, Loretta, Ellen, Glenda, and Aspen. So. I also have several Grand Lodge officers, past Grand Masters, and district deputies here that are supporting all of us and pioneering Masonry forward. We have Right Worship Brother Tim Best, Deputy Grand Master, and his wife Teresa. Have Right Worship Brother Mark Strong, Senior Grand Warden, and his wife Lanny. Right Worship Brother Dick Varner and his wife Gloria, Junior Grand Warden. Right Worship Brother Tracy Harris, Grand Chaplain, and his wife Julie. Worship Brother Dick Southard, Junior Grand Deacon. Worship Brother Myron Miles, Grand Orator, and his wife Dottie. Worship Brother Herman Winter, Senior Grand Steward, and his wife Bobby. Worship Brother Brian Lackey, Junior Grand Steward, and his wife Ann. Also with us this evening is Most Worship Brother Miles McMillian, Past Grand Master 2017, and his wife Sue. Most Worship Brother Greg Jenkins, Past Grand Master of 2021, and his wife Mavis.
We're back. Willie Mack.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun year indeed. I mean, just the pregame festivities are always fun because you get to hear from all the Masonries, the folks that are with the Shriners Association, and just the role that they play in helping make this happen. And I can say this as a former children's patient, or a patient through Shriners Hospital for Children, the work that's done through these all-star games and just throughout the year, I mean, they play a huge role. I mean, I know from personal experience.
Speaking of that, last year we sat down with Willie Mack, and he tells us his story. Let's take a look at that interview.
I'm a former patient. I had 5 micro hand improvement surgeries. Best way to explain it is just by looking at my hands, actually. So in the beginning, when I was born, I didn't have any of my 4 fingers here grow properly. They kind of were like little stubs, almost like knuckles. And then my thumb here, most of it was maybe, you know, just a hair over an inch long. And the doctors could never really guess what it was. It was just a genetic birth defect, because I'm an identical twin. And he was healthy when he was born, you know, no defects or anything. So they really never were able to narrow it down. And about age 4, my grandmother, she introduced my parents to Shriners Hospital for Children and said that there's a pediatric unit out in Los Angeles. And so my parents put in all the information and they flew me out for a consultation, and they felt that I was a quality candidate. And yeah, so we went from there, and that's how I kind of basically began my path to becoming a patient for Shriners Hospital. I was really young. I don't remember much of it, but from the recollections of what my parents told me when we went on these trips was that they looked at my hand and they knew that there was the ability to do a micro hand improvement and a hand transplant with like tendons or ligaments. And so what they did was they took my index toe, which is the toe right by your big toe. They took that one from my left foot and put it here, and then they put the right one, it was supposed to be here originally, but there were some complications in my first surgery, ended up hemorrhaging a bit amount of blood, and this one died. And so my second surgery actually was them removing the toe that didn't make it, and then they did a skin graft to help improve this area of my hand. But because my ligaments had grown fully up to those little stubs, I had functioning tendons here like you would on a regular hand, but they just didn't have any movement to them, so they attached them to this one to help create some stabilization. So my first 2 surgeries was getting the 2 toes on, and then the second surgery was them removing that toe after the complications from the first surgery. Still came out really well. They were able to do a skin graft from my lower abdomen to help repair most of this outer part of my hand and through my wrist, where they had to do a lot of the surgery initially. So those are the first 2 surgeries. I had them around, I want to say I was age 5 or 6. I can never remember when my dad tells me. Fast forward, I was 9 years old, and my thumb, because it's not opposable like my right thumb, this upper part really didn't have a lot of cartilage to hold the joint up, and it was constantly falling over, just hanging there. And so what they did with the third surgery was they took a piece of my ankle down below here and helped stabilize it there temporarily until, you know, I came of age or hit puberty. And that was only temporary. They said it was going to last for a couple of years, but as my body started to develop, there was going to be a point where it wouldn't hold anymore. And I was in 7th grade. I caught the corner of a desk actually and just saw my thumb snap downward like that. And so that third surgery was a temporary fix just to help me get through. And then after that third surgery, I was a freshman in high school. It was St. Patrick's Day, actually, when I had the surgery. They took the old bone and cartilage out that wasn't holding together anymore. And what they did was that they grabbed a piece of my pelvis and put it there, and then put a metal rod through my thumb that is there permanently now. And that has kept my thumb stable, as you can, see when you're looking at it. But that was that fourth surgery, and then along with that, they went through and stabilized the tendon here on my finger because it was really loose, because it was connected to 3 or 4 different tendons, and it had a lot of just back and forth movement, wasn't really stable. So they put a metal stent right through there, screwed it into the bone, and then they put a small plate here, and I want to say it was 36 or 37 micro staples to help create a weight balance in my hand so that, it didn't feel weird or anything. And so, yeah, that was the fourth surgery, just to help create a bunch of stabilization and more, stronger mobility as I move forward, because I was playing football, I was running track, I was working out, weightlifting with a special made hook that I got. So adding a lot of that stability actually created more strength in my upper left half as I got older and eventually moved into college athletics. My last surgery, which was my fifth, and these were all before I was 18, obviously, because Shriners Hospital is for children, and federally, when you're 18, they can't take you anymore. What they did, you can't really see the scars as well anymore, but there and there, what they took out was some extra tendons here and wrapped it at the anchor point of where my thumb starts to go and over onto my wrist side here, so that when I moved my wrist, it would help close the grip. Their ultimate goal for me was always to try to at least pinch, and that helped a ton in terms of just creating more grip and actually the ability to hold things. Whereas before that, I wasn't able to do as much, when I bend inward, like this wouldn't close as well. And that last surgery helped just really strengthen a natural grip strength there to do some extra stuff, without the need of a hook or any extra help maybe from my right hand. And yeah, so those were my 5 surgeries. Huge benefit in my life. I don't think I'd be anywhere near where I am today if it wasn't for what Shriners did for me and what they do for just children all across, the country and the world. They are, a huge impact and a great benefit to society. And without them, I don't think there's people like me living what we feel is a normal life to this day. I've worked in collegiate athletics, the ability to type and write and move things around and do stuff, I don't have that without Shriners and their generosity in, doing my type of surgery. I mean, the doctor I had, Dr. Neil Jones, who, he's my hero to this day. I mean, I don't do everything I do if it wasn't for his generosity, but, yeah, he was one of, I think, 3 people in the world at the time when he did my surgery back in the 90s. And by the time he was getting close to retirement from helping with Shriners, I think he was still only one of 4. I mean, his specialty was very niche, and what I needed was a unique fix. And yeah, I mean, with him being in the picture, it made my life what it is today. And I thank him still to this day. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, he made me help. He's a huge piece of me becoming the man I am today. Be sure to tune in to the 2022 East-West Shrine Game. Yours truly, William McLaughlin, will be on play-by-play. Alongside me is going to be Kyle Dodds, handling the color commentary. EO Live TV this year is really excited to bring a more in-depth broadcast for the 2nd year in a row. We got a great crew, and we're just so excited that, the Shrine Committee wanted us to be a part of this. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait for us to showcase these athletes and all their great skill sets. But again, I just want to say thank you to Shrine Committee for what they're doing in sponsoring the Shrine Bowl. This has always been a fun event for not only the parents, but also for the athletes. And for those of us that are former patients of Shriners Hospital for Children, it means the world when we get to educate, or at least the public gets to learn more about what Shriners does for the children, not only in the United States, but around the world. So it's a lot of fun. I'm excited, and I can't wait for everybody to tune in and catch some great football. And
we're
we
back.
are back from that quick presentation of obviously yours truly. As you see on our screen, I am Will McLaughlin, your play-by-play announcer for this year's game. This is year 3 doing this alongside Kyle Dodds, a.k.a. Doddsy. We're really excited to bring you today's action, and so far of the 3 games that we've called up to this point, or leading into this one, I would say this one's probably got one of the more stacked rosters we've seen in recent memory. Doddsy, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, there's some dudes this year. I mean, if you look at the east side, we got both of the LeGrand kids, Jared Armstrong, Meyer Whitmore, both first-team all-conference linemen. They play on both sides of the ball. You're going to see them very active in this game. Shaw Stork, he's electric, and the East is going to bring it. I mean, but then the West, Willie Mack, every year it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like we look at these rosters, and it's hard to pick, somebody that's going to be a standout because all of these kids are phenomenal.
Yeah, and, you highlighted a couple of guys on the East, and when we look at the West, I mean, there are just a handful of solid athletes from all the way up to the 5A level all the way down to the 1A level, and the 1A guy that sticks out to me from West Albany is Noah Reese. I mean, don't let the single A fool you. The kid stands at 5'11", 190 pounds. He's playing middle linebacker and running back. I mean, the size this year is probably the biggest thing I've noticed is not only the height, but the weight is there for a lot of these athletes coming out of high school, and a good majority of them signing on to play at the next level. Congratulations to the ones that are, and the great time to showcase how much work you've put into the summer and really being able to work with a lot of new guys on the field. Obviously, you have some teammates and some guys that you've seen in your own league and everything, but to really have to make that come together in essentially a week's worth of practice that showcases why they're all-stars. They've put in the work, they've gotten to this point, and now they get to put on a great show for both of these fans and all of you watching at home. And last year's game was a fun one. It was a 17-14 final in overtime. If I'm not mistaken, it was the West that won that on the field goal.
The first overtime game in Shrine history.
And that was 71 annual instances of this game happening. Again, the 2 that didn't in previous years. But for that to be the first one last year, I think really just adds more excitement for this year's game as well. And if you're a fan of the East, or if there are players on the East that know, hey, they've got to try to avenge last year's loss. So I think we're going to be in for an electric game tonight.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that game, it ended on a field goal, right? And when in these type of all-star games, you don't get a kicker, right?
No,
it's
you
just a guy that kicked for his team. He's an athlete. Most of these guys were probably their team's kicker.
Yeah, there's a good chance of it. I mean, you see across the boards in Oregon, especially regardless if it's 5A down to 1A, you have a lot of dudes that will play two-way spots that are running back to linebacker, receiver to defensive back. You even have some quarterbacks, if they're good enough, they'll line up in that safety spot or put themselves somewhere in that middle 7 to try to make an effort on both sides of the ball. So for these athletes to be here as all-stars, those of you that have seen the rosters up to this point and what's been posted online, there's a lot of two-way players on these rosters that we're going to be calling throughout tonight's game. And so, again, I'm just really excited about this. When this being our 3rd year, I think this is going to be the most fun that we've had yet with this setup.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be electric. Let's take it to a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
What does it mean to be a part of something bigger than yourself? The Oregon Freemasons have been answering that question for more than 150 years. Through brotherly love, relief, and truth, we strive for community growth, a better world for our children, and lifelong friendships. Get to know the Freemasons and our centuries-old tradition of uplifting, enriching, and empowering our local communities. Learn more at OregonFreemasonry.com.
And we are back. Great commercials. Once again, shout out to our title sponsor, the Shrine East-West Football Association, and of course, Eastern Oregon University, and one of our game sponsors in the Oregon Freemasons. The Freemasons play a huge role. This fraternity, they've done a lot in their 300 years of existence. They're big on fellowship. They do a lot of volunteer work in their communities. They partner with youth programs. They really just try to bring out the best versions in families, friends, anybody that they know, and they work also with schools, your local police department, the fire department. I mean, the things that they do that have a positive impact and their acts of selflessness, I mean, the list can go on and on, Dodzy. But for the most part, we want to just give a huge shout out again to the Oregon Freemasons for being one of our game sponsors, as we now get you a live look on the field. As you can see in the green uniforms is going to be the West team warming up. This is, again, as we said earlier, this is a really big stacked lineup of athletes on both sides of the ball, Dodzy. Let's go ahead now and look into our coaches, and you give me a breakdown of that, Dodzy, of what each of these coaching staffs bring to tonight's game.
Well, let's start with the West. The West side is Andy Mott, Estacada. I mean, state champs this year, a tough team. He wins. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah,
this is his third time coaching in the Shrine game, and he just brings the a mellowness to Andy Mott. You know, he's assisted by Rob Kassenbaum from Woodburn, Ian O'Brien from Warrenton, and David Younger from South Albany. So that's a plethora of different levels of football there and football knowledge, and that, like I said, the West coaches led by Andy Mott, state champ. I mean,
absolutely, it's very good lineup. And we flip over to the East side. Give me a breakdown of this coaching trio for this year's setup.
Vic Lease, Mazama. They were #1 in the state for most of the year at the 4A level.
Yeah,
their season didn't end how Vic wanted it to, but this is his third Shrine game as well. He coached the East to a big victory 2 years ago.
Yeah, our first year covering this game with EO Live, and yeah, he did some work in that game and really showcased how strong that East team was that year.
Absolutely. And then Jeff Aldred, Nate Aldred, both the Vail coaches, have a lot of experience, and I mean, I think this East team is well coached. There's a lot of discipline gonna happen, and in these games, you know, obviously he only gets them for a week, right?
Oh yeah.
So maybe he doesn't get to project his coaching style as much as a regular team, but you'll see. I mean, Vic's pretty hard nosed.
Yeah, and we look at our officials for this weekend, or excuse me, tonight's game, coming out of the Blue Mountain Football Officials Association. This is a group that is predominantly out of the Pendleton area, but this is a good group all around of officials. Our referee is going to be George Gillette, and right behind him at umpire is going to be J.R. Llewellyn. Our linesman, Travis Zander, Wayne Coster, the line judge, Jeff Hamilton taking the back judge duties. Ron Smith will be our side judge. Travis W.J. Glover will be the field judge. And Michael Llewellyn is our commissioner for this Blue Mountain Football Officials Association. So all around, a good group of officials to have. We've seen their names throughout the year, not only here on the east side of the state, but throughout the state as a whole. And for them to come in and be able to work tonight's game really showcases how well Blue Mountain Football Officials Association does their work. So big hats off to these guys and the work that they're going to do tonight.
Yeah, one thing that I'd like to mention is they do this free of charge.
Absolutely,
This is
awesome.
Volunteer work. And the biggest benefit of all of this, Shriners Hospital Portland.
Yes, and
it's huge. And the Shriners raise a ton of money. You'll see at halftime, you'll see Shiner, the steer, come out, and it'll get bought, donated back, bought, donated back, bought, donated back numerous times. I mean, it ends up being a $20,000 steer.
Oh, absolutely. And those of you watching at home, if you wish to donate, and this is coming from a former patient for Shriners, go to www.shrinegamegive.com. All those donations benefit the Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. That money, whether it's a couple of bucks up to a couple thousand, whatever you decide to donate, we can tell you right now from personal experience, that makes a huge difference for the students you saw speaking earlier that are members or patients of Shriners. That money goes a long way. So if you are going to donate tonight, thank you. If you're thinking about donating in the future, we're really excited for that, and we thank you for all your contributions to Shriners.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped, Willie Mac. The sun's out. It's beautiful weather in Baker City, Oregon, and we got football in July.
And you know what's great about that? It really just helps you get into that mode of we're less than a month out from football. High school, collegiate, professional, Pee-wee, you name it. It is all right around the corner, and I always enjoy all-star games because, as you said, these teams only have a week of practice as you see the coaches and the athletes on the sideline for the West getting ready for the game. But it's just cool to see the camaraderie that comes together. Obviously, the football part of it and playing the game is the accumulation of all that work, and it's fun for the fans, especially the parents whose kids are these all-stars. But as fans of just football in general, I love this because you see the excitement, you see the energy go into the game, and they only have a week to prep for this, but man, do they leave it all out on the field. And yeah, it's so exciting. So exciting.
And some of these kids, this is their last time ever wearing pads.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw the intro, you saw 22 kids are signed to play college football.
Yep.
So the other 35, this is it, Willie Mac.
Yeah.
This is it.
They're going to go to college. Some of them have decided to go the route of enlisting or working in a trade area, which is fantastic to know that each of these kids has some semblance of an idea of what they want to do for the rest of their lives. That's the first step, is just taking it. And so we're really excited for all these athletes. To all the fans watching at home, whether you're a relative, a good friend, or a family member in any way, shape, or form, just know you played a huge part in these kids' lives, and we're excited to have you tuned in with us. We're just under 15 minutes away from kickoff here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium for what is the 2023 edition of the Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game, sponsored by Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. It's going to be a great night. The weather is beautiful, and we're excited to bring you this live coverage here on EO Live TV. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for more football action here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium.
There is no mystery. We are fathers, sons, and community leaders dedicated to giving men the tools to succeed. You know us. We are just like you. And just like you, we believe in brotherhood, family, and philanthropy. Discover us. Visit beashrinernow.com for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium and Oregon's 70th annual East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. If able, please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country with the singing of the national anthem, performed by Megan Scharf.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant brightly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Megan Scharf, a West cheerleader today.
Great rendition of the national anthem by our West cheerleader. It is a great introduction. As we get ready to go, we're going to have our captains getting ready to make their way onto the field for the respective squads. Again, for those of you that are just joining us, my name is Will McLaughlin. I am the play-by-play announcer for this year's game, year 3, and we will join alongside me is Kyle Dons, aka Donzie, as we are going into what is the introductions, of each of the All-Stars that they're going to do name by name. While they're doing that, we'll give you all a couple of quick heads up. This game is sponsored by our title sponsor in the Shrine East-West Football Association. Along with that, it is Eastern Oregon University. A big shout out to both of those two for being the sponsors of this year's game. And if you want to donate to this year's game, you can do so by going to www.shrinegamegive.com. All those proceeds go to the Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland, as we're going to turn it down now to the field so that they can continue introductions. First for the East team, which is wearing the red uniforms. The West will be in the green.
7, Ian Sissel. From Henley, playing quarterback, number 9, Shaw Stork. Representing Weston McEwen, wide receiver, number 10, Cameron Rich. Ridgeview High School, playing QB, number 15, Aiden Brenneman. From Powder Valley, playing QB, number 18, Cole Martin. From Lapine High School, playing QB, number 19, Colton Campbell. From Mazama, playing running back, number 22, Trevor Anderson. From Ridgeview High School, playing wide receiver, number 23, Peyton Zamko. From Hepner High School, playing running back, number 28, Tyler Bohr. From Vale High School, playing running back, number 29, Eli Aldred. From Lapine High School, playing running back, number 33, Dawson Cook. Oakland High School, playing running back, number 42, Cade Olds. From Mazama, on the line, number 59, Keegan McDonald. From Weston McEwen, on the offensive line, number 61, Finn Irvin. From LeGrand High School, on the line, number 66, Jarrett Armstrong. From Union High School, on the offensive line, number 66, Nick Baxter. From Thurston High School, on the offensive line, number 69, Brian Daly Jr. From Lakeview High School, on the line, number 73, Wyatt Julian. From Hepner High School, on the line, number 75, Tucker Ashbeck. From LeGrand High School on the line, number 77, Meyer Whitmore. From North Bend High School on the line, number 79, Cameron Thies. From Ione High School, playing wide receiver, number 82, Bryce Rollins. From Glide High School, playing wide receiver, number 88, Kobe Pope. And from Vale High School, also wearing number 88, Owen Crane. The East coaches, from Mazama, Vic Lease. From Vale, Jeff Aldred. And also from Vale, Nate Aldred. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your East Side. All right, now let's meet the players from the West Side. From Blanchett Catholic, playing QB, number 1, Spencer Kowalski. From West Albany, playing running back, number 2, Noah Reese. From Nampa High School, playing wide receiver, number 3, Tucker Kinder. From Junction City, playing running back, number 4, Gunnar Rothenberg. From South Albany High School, playing QB, number 5, Caden Younger. From Scappoose, at wide receiver, number 6, Colby Campbell. From Gaston High School, at wide receiver, number 7, Elijah Muriel. From Central, at running back, number 8, Kohler Hernandez. From St. Paul, wide receiver, number 11, Warren Rose. From Estacada High School, playing quarterback, number 12, Corey James. From Banks High School, at wide receiver, number 18, Logan Kind. From Lost River High School, playing running back, number 22, Nathan Dalton. From Scappoose, at running back, number 23, Trey Derringer. From Tillamook High School, running back, number 25, Judah Werner. From Dayton High School, at running back, number 28, Nate Arce. From Santiam Christian, at running back, number 32, Jaden Christie. From Banks, at wide receiver, number 33, Jackson Lyda. From Kennedy, at wide receiver, number 42, Brett Bowen. From Estacada High School, at running back, number 44, Waylon Rydell. From Colton High School, at running back, number 45, Nolan Earls. From South Albany High School, on the offensive line, number 52, Jesse Bass. From Central, on the offensive line, number 55, Benson Craig. From Tillamook High School, on the offensive line, number 56, Sam Diaz, the Colonel. From Kennedy, on the offensive line, number 65, Matt Hopkins. From Nestucca High School, on the offensive line, number 69, Andres Sandoval Jr. From Estacada High School, on the offensive line, number 71, Dominic Nacosta. From Culver High School, on the offensive line, number 72, Peter Miranda. From Clatskanie High School on the offensive line, number 74, Jordan Martins. And from Yamhill Carlton High, number 75, Caden Raver. The West coaches, head coach Andy Mott from Estacada, Rob Cassabaum from Woodburn, Ian O'Brien from Warrenton, and David Younger from South Albany. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your West Side. Captain.
We make our way now to center field where our captains and the respective co-captains from Shriners Hospital for Children joining the teams. If you're just tuning in with us, my name is Will McLaughlin. I am on play-by-play, followed by Kyle Dodds, a.k.a. Doddsy, as our color announcer. If you're watching this game, how it's going to go is the East team will be wearing the red uniforms. The West will be in the green as our officials get ready for the coin toss here at center field at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium. We'll turn it down to our officials.
We have two special captains. We have Isaac and
Spittle are here representing both the East and the West. Thank both of you for being here. Listen to what we have to say, guys. We'll talk you out of it. If not, the flags will come out. We don't want to do that. Everybody understand that? Knock each other down, help each other up. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Okay. I'm going to have you throw the coin. It's going to land on the ground. You call the coin while it's in the air.
Yes, sir. Tails.
Tails is called. It is heads. Your choice, gentlemen.
We'd like to defer.
You want to defer? Which goal do you want to defend or which way you want to kick? Okay, put your backs over there. You guys put your backs here. Going to receive. Come together, shake hands. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, and we've got our coin toss out of the way. The national anthem has been sung. Players have been introduced along with our officials and our coaches. Donzie, we're just about ready for kickoff, ready for some all-star football here at Baker Bulldog Memorial
The West
Stadium.
is going to receive. East is going to kick. The West is going to go south with the East going north to start the game. I think it's going to be a shoot. I think we're going to see some points.
Yeah, you know, the thing that made me think about last year's final was that there was such good defense. And if you remember from last year's game, both defenses played well. We're not knocking
West
that,
side's
but there
kicking
were a
up,
handful
east
of
side
issues
to
on
receive.
both sides of the ball for offense on the East and the West. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and if things are going to be cleaned up this year for what could potentially, like you said, be a high-scoring football contest.
Yes, sir. This is going to be a shootout. Like I said, we're going to see a lot of points. So is the East is going to receive.
If I'm not
East
mistaken.
Is lined up to receive. I said that. So the West is going to kick.
So West is kicking off. Again, if you're just joining us, the West All-Star group is going to be rocking the green uniforms. As for the East, they will be in the red uniform tops. Both teams going with the white football pants. Kicking off first will be the West. And our kicker, I believe, is number 28, Nate Arcee, the 3A product out of Dayton High School. Stands 5'10", 205 pounds. Pretty much like you said, he's an athlete. Guys like that can do that kind of duties. He's going to get things going for us here at this year's edition of the All-Star football game.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that played both sides of the ball and kicked and probably punted as well.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Again, Nate Arcee, number 28, 3A product out of Dayton High School. As he and the West get ready to line things up.
We're about at some football, Willie Mack. Let's go.
Yeah, you feel that tingling in your spine, the butterflies in your stomach. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go for the 2023 East-West All-Star Shrine football game. And receiving it, that is number 9 for the East. That is Shaw Stork, the quarterback defensive back, 4A product out of Henley, 6'2", 175 pounds. He gets it up to about the 21-yard line, setting up 1st and 10 for this East squad.
Yeah, they got it just right past the 20, and this East offense will go to work.
As they line it up, they're officially going to mark him at the 22. As we get ready to roll, we'll see what kind of set this East squad will run out of, and it's going to be a pistol offense. Two receivers set on the near side of the field. Check that, now make it 3. Low snap, and it is handed off to number 22. Handful of guys make the tackle there on number 22, Trevor Anderson. Helping trip up was number 8 from the west side. That was Kohler Hernandez. And along with the help, I believe it was number 2, if I'm not mistaken, that helped him, in Noah Reese, get that first tackle of the game. And so that sets us up. It's going to bring about 2nd and 5. So good run there from Anderson as it sets up 2nd and manageable now for the East. Offset to the right side, another run play for the East. Little tripped up there. Good outside tackling for the West by number 12, Corey James, the S. Decatur product. Really able to shed that tackle there in the open field for what essentially was no gain. Now sets up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Aiden Brenneman, the Ridgeview High School product, got the start at quarterback for the East, and he's got that look. He's a quarterback-looking dude.
Yeah, Brenneman, the 5A product, wearing number 15 tonight out of Ridgeview High School, stands 6'3", 185 pounds, and it'll be another handoff. Really no gain there. Stuffing for the tackle coming out of that dog pile for the West. That's number 44, Waylon Rydell, the 4A product out of S. Decatur. He's able to set things up, and it's now going to be 4th and about 3, a short gain there from the East. As we got a couple of guys rotating out there on the right side of your screen for this East squad, but so far for the West, they've done a good job containing this run in all 3 run plays right out the gate for the East. So we'll see if they go to the air the next time they have the ball.
Timeout on the field here. Looked like East side was going to go for it, but I think they're going to go to the sideline and talk it over with head coach
Interesting
Vic Lease
enough,
and
yeah.
figure out what's going to go on here. Speaking of Waylon Rydell, he's an EOU commit, so he's going to stay right here in Eastern Oregon and live in LeGrand and play for Coach Camp.
That is awesome to hear. As again, the East taking an early timeout. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock, 4th and 2 here. We want to take a quick minute once again to thank our game sponsors for this year's games, the 2023 edition. First off, we want to say a huge thank you to Baker County Transit Tax Committee and their sponsorship of this year's game. Along with that, we want to say thank you to the Oregon Freemasons for their work in helping donate to this year's game. Both those squads doing a huge amount of work. So once again, special thank you to Baker County Transit Tax Committee and the Oregon Freemasons as we get ready for 4th and 2, and the East still looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, yes they are. You got Anderson set as the, oh no, you got I formation here.
Colton Campbell now lined up at quarterback on the sneak. He's going to push his way forward. Might be right there.
It's going to be close, Willie Mack.
Campbell pushing through with the help of his 2 running backs behind him. We're seeing where the judges are spotting him, and it looks like he is going to be just about a yard short, maybe right on it.
Got it.
They're going to give it to him without a measurement. I mean, it is an all-star game, but interesting enough, you burn a timeout in the first 2 minutes, you go for it on 4th and 2, and you get a fresh set of downs. The question is now, for you, Dodsey, is do they stick to this run game, or are they going to try to, possibly sneak in some play action pass here?
No, you're going to see them air it out here eventually. I mean, I think they have to.
Back in at quarterback for the East now is number 15, Aiden Brenneman. Again, the Ridgeview High School product. So he's going to hand that one off. Making the tackle for the West, that's number 23, Trey Deeringer, the 4A product out of Scappoose High School. Guy on the run for the East, number 22, Trevor Anderson. Picks up about 4 yards, so again, another second and manageable. Same thing we saw from the East in the get-go. They were able to set themselves up in good position. Now can they capitalize on it and try to get more momentum going on their end and try to tire out this East defense?
The way things are going, I'm going to keep handing the ball to Trevor Anderson.
Yeah. Play action pass here from Brenneman. Looks downfield. Catch is going to be made. That is number 23, Peyton Zamko out of Ridgeview High School. He pulls in the catch for the first down. As you see there on the replay. Good play action, just Brenneman rolling out, reading quickly. And that's that type of play. It's a 1-2 read. You make the throw. First option's not there. You go for the run, and just solid at play execution.
Yeah, great play. You saw at the end there the East equipment manager got taken out there. Hopefully he's okay.
And that's that type of play. It's a 1-2 read. You make the throw. First option's not there. You go for the run. Two receivers lined up far side of the field.
Great play. You saw at the end there
another handoff, breaking a couple of tackles is number 33 for the East in Dawson Cook. Pushes his way forward, wrapping him up. That's going to be number 44, Waylon Rydell, the 4A product out of Estacada High School. He had some help there as number 75, Caden Raver, coming in on the tackle there, but not after a huge gain of about 8 yards for the East. So right now, East is just really showcasing the run game really well here.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see Anderson a lot, and you're going to see him often. And he was a great he had a great season this year at Mazama. And
quick push through there on the outside. Anderson once again getting the ball, so pushes his way after shedding a tackle, sets up a 3rd and 1. So you're still in a good position here. Likely going to see a power set as you have a couple of bigger receivers checking in now for the East.
Take this time to give a shout out to Legacy Ford in LeGrand on Island City Avenue. Legacy Ford, they do a great job of supplying the Union County with vehicles. They're always there for youth sports. They send vans, buses, and help out. Legacy Ford in LeGrand.
We have a fumble on the field, but it looks like it was recovered by the East. That's number 33 making the recovery on that, and Dawson Cook. So close one there, but still enough for a first down. Dawson Cook grabs that one, so sets up 1st and 10. Also want to give another shout out to a couple of other sponsors, Baker County Cattlewomen, Men and Women, and the Leo Alder Foundation. I want to thank you for your support of this year's game.
Incomplete pass there on first down. We got a flag on the play, a little bit of extracurricular activity.
See what the call is here by our officials. You saw a pistol set there, 3 guys lined up on the near side of the field. The officials discussing this one over.
Here from referee George Gillette.
This looks like it's going to be going on the defense, the way the officials are pointing, but we'll see what they call here. Still some candid discussion here between our officials. The white hat now going to make the call. So we got offensive pass interference. This one going against the East, so a 1st and 10 now turns into a 1st and long here, Dodsey.
We'll take this time to thank the Leo Adler Foundation. We appreciate the sponsorship and the money that's donated. It goes to Shriners Hospital in Portland and helps these kids, like it's life-changing. Leo Adler Foundation.
Yes, thank you so much to the Adler Foundation, Leo Adler's group, doing phenomenal work here in providing this sponsorship to this year's game. And we've got a handful that we'll get through throughout the night. We just want to start there as we get ready now. What is 1st and 25 for this East squad. Dodsey, I'm banking they might try to make one throw in this series.
Yeah, they got it. Cameron Wright split out wide here nearest to us. Brenneman in the gun. He's going to keep it.
Straight keep there, but he's wrapped up by a pair of West defenders. Make that a trio. Getting there first was number 56 in Sam Diaz. As you said, Diaz this week has been the funny guy, the jokester of the group, and he showcases some good reaction time there and gets a great tackle for the West defense.
That's a big old boy.
Yeah, and Diaz, the 4A product out of Tillamook, 6'3", 335 pounds, and he moves a lot faster than that.
Yeah, absolutely. He moves very well for his size.
3-down set for this West defense. 3 receivers on the far side. Brenneman looking back to pass, stays in the pocket. Catch is made by number 23.
Zamko again.
Peyton Zamko. Knocking him out of bounds. That was number 55 in Benson Craig. So good catch by Zamko. Knew he was going to get hit and was just able to maintain possession, and still 3rd and long, but at least puts them in a better spot and to potentially make a passing play here.
We'll see. They need about 14 yards, Willie Mack, to get a first here. Inside West territory.
Actually, you are correct. Sitting right on the West 46, or 47, excuse me. Brenneman looking, is going to be flushed, has to get rid of it, and handful of the defenders on Brenneman making the tackle after the throw there. I believe that was number 18. That was Logan Kine, the 3A Banks High School product, getting the QB hurry on that to force the throwaway, and the East line, offensive line there, just kind of collapsing on Brenneman, really had nowhere to go on that play.
Okay, so as for the punts, and we didn't know this for sure beforehand, but if you're going to punt, the ball is just going to be automatically placed on, it looks the 20,
So another great coffin corner punt is what you're saying.
Exactly,
to the
right?
20-yard line.
Yeah.
Amazing kicker there by John Doe, putting it right at the 20s. We get set to see the West offense for the first time, and on the flip side, the East defense. Let's see how things play out here. Still a scoreless game, so we've just got over 6 minutes and 17 seconds left to go.
Caden Younger will get the start under center for the West.
Is that a triple option wing T we're seeing here?
It looks like it.
The handoff is going to go to number 28. That's Nate Arcee, the running back, 3A product out of Dayton High School. Arcee, again, the guy that did the kicking, and he gets the first set of action on offense for the West.
2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8 here with about 5:55 left in the first quarter.
Arcee, one of 3 running backs lined up back there. And Arcee's a big guy, and he's the smallest one of the trio. As he goes out to block, handoff going to number 45. And that was Nolan Earls, the 2A product out of Colton High School. One of the trio. As you see there, pushes to the outside. Not much of a gain there. Good defensive stop by the East. And I believe that was number 19. Colton Campbell, the defensive lineman, 3A product out of Lapine High School. They got the tackle there. So good open field work by this East defense so far, and sets up 3rd and about 7 for this West offense.
Yeah, this is Estacade's offense right here. And so we've seen this numerous times. I see it a few times a year. That ball's underthrown.
Almost a great catch made there by wide receiver number 3, Tucker Kinder.
Broken up by Bo Ledbetter from Union. He's a local kid, and that was a great play right there.
Yeah, Ledbetter had him one-on-one, step for step, a good defensive stop. And so for the West, nothing really showcased there as they go to a 4th and 7. And so we're going to have another punt, and that one is up in the air, making its way down the field. We'll see where it lands. Dodds, if you want to get our next title read.
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to Mountain View RV Park, another one of the 1,000+ sponsors. And you know, all of these mentions that we give are 1,000+. So they donated $1,000 or more to Shriners Hospital, which is absolutely amazing. How are they doing the punts exactly, Willie Mack? Are they taking it yardage, or?
I think they're tacking on a specific amount of yardage from wherever the 4th down is to where it ends. So the East, after that long punt, got a little bit of drag and fell right at about the 43-yard line. So the East with good field position after what wasn't a great punt. Low snap there, Brenneman to the outside, and really nothing there. His intended receiver was number 10 in Cameron Reich, the 2A product out of West McEwen. Stands 5'10", but Brenneman's pass there just really low and into the grass.
Well, maybe my prediction of a high-scoring game might not be true.
You know, I'm not going to say broadcasters jinx exists because they don't. So we're going to leave it at that. And we'll bring up.
I want to see a high-scoring game.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 10 here, handoff, and great play blown up.
Waylon Rydell, just a man-child on the football field right there.
Amazing. That was, Waylon Rydell just timed that one. Number 44 read that from the get-go. Great tackle for loss at about 5 yards. So we go from 2nd and 10 to now 3rd and about 15. So, but yeah, Rydell, he read that one from the jump. He knew exactly when that snap was coming, and no one had an answer for him.
Absolutely not. He was on the running back before the running back knew what hit him.
West showing blitz. Brennan pump fake, gets it over to his receiver. Good catch by Noah Reese, and a solid tackle by number 4 and Cole Collins. I mean, there's some hard hitting in this football game early on, and it's been fantastic.
That was Gunnar Rothenberger on the hit for the West.
Correction, thank you for that.
Big hit, big hit. And we're going to change sides again. So we're basically going to walk it right back down to where it was before, and the West will take over 1st and 10 from about their own 22-yard line, 23-yard line.
Yeah, Colton Crowell on that catch, and then again just Gunnar Rothenberger laying the wood on that hit, which absolutely great open field tackle. He knew exactly where the ball was going to be, and he made a play. And so after the would-be punt, it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the West. Their 2nd time with the ball, and it'll be at their own 24-yard line. We get ready to roll here. Caden Younger, quarterback, hands it off, pushing his way forward for a good little gain. Kohler Hernandez coming in.
Kohler Hernandez is a Central kid, and he started his high school career at Scio and moved to Central, to Independence, and played for the Panthers his last 2 years. And he was a standout in that Mid-Willamette League, and just a great all-around athlete.
Absolutely is. Show 3-down set here defensively from the east. The quick wraparound, and that's going to go for really a loss. Making the tackle there for the East. Number 7, Elijah Muriel, great, or excuse me, check that. Ian Sissels looking at the wrong roster there, but yeah, he read that one just like the way Rydell did on that previous set. Good defense up to this point between these two squads.
Brings up 3rd and about 12 for the West. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter on a beautiful evening here in Baker City, Oregon. Man, Oregon East-West Shrine 2023 is live and in front of you.
Yeah, and it has been fun up to this point. Drops back to pass, looks downfield, throw to the near sideline. Intended receiver is number 7. That is Elijah Muriel, and that's not going to go anywhere. It's an incomplete pass, just a little too tight on the sideline, and with 2:42 left on the clock, we're going to have another punt. And right now, if you put in your bets with Caesar Sportsbook about this game being scoreless after the first, you're getting close to cashing out, my good folks.
On that last pass play there by the West, you saw both of the 1A guys, both of the local boys, Union and North Powder, Cole Martin and Bo Ledbetter, in on that play in the defensive backfield, and I love it.
Yeah, so far, I mean, the plays up on the front of the line, the coverage out in the open field, both defenses have brought it up to this point and have looked crisp through this first quarter. Anderson running to the near sideline, but slipping on the grass. And so after that pitch back and the slip, he's actually lost yardage on that. So it sets up 2nd at about 14 now for the East as the clock continues to run. We're under 2.5 minutes to go here until the end of this first quarter.
Another $1,000 sponsor, Guyer and Associates CPAs, right here in Baker and in LeGrand. Much thank you to these $1,000 sponsors. This isn't possible without them.
Brenneman with the pass, almost picked off. Intended receiver there for the East, number 23, Peyton Zamko, breaking that up. I believe that was number 2, if I'm not mistaken, on the almost getting the interception. Correction, that was number 4 in Gunnar Rothenberger. Almost had the first interception of the game. Under 2 minutes to go now here, 1:56 on the clock. 3rd and 14 for this East offense. Play action pass, Brennan rolls out to the right. He's gonna keep it himself here and run out of bounds. And we've got a late
extracurricular
hit.
activity, a block in the back. We see some flags. There's a little chippiness going on here.
Hey, this is an all-star game. They're going to try to make the most of it, especially for a lot of these guys who have not played. But this is going to be their last game.
Yeah.
And while they get that friendliness sorted on the field, we want to take a minute to give a sponsor shout-out to Grand Ronde Hospitals and Clinics. Grand Ronde Hospital LeGrand is proud to support the 72nd Oregon Shrine East-West All-Star Football Game, and they love watching these athletes play for the kids. Grand Ronde Hospital, they're big city medicine with a hometown touch. Big shout out to them. They're a $1,500 sponsor for this year's game. They do a lot for the community and being an emergency access hospital, and we thank them once again for sponsoring this year's East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game.
Absolutely, William Mack. Let's see what's going to happen down here. I mean, we saw the extracurricular activity. It looked like there was a block in the back towards the end.
Yeah.
I thought I saw Colton Crowell come out and hit a West player in the back, but we'll just have to see what the referees have to say about this.
Trying to probably mitigate this as much as possible, like they said in those beginning intros with the captains. Have some fun with it. Don't make this a little more aggressive than it has to be, and that is hard at times when you've got that adrenaline kick in. You're playing in an all-star game in front of friends, family, and like we said earlier, for some of these guys, this may be their last game ever, and so they're doing all they can to showcase how good they've been at this sport up to this point. And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Late hit, number 12. Personal foul against.
And we are back here at the 2023 installment of the East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. So they said unsportsmanlike on both sides of the ball. So the penalty's offset. Now we go, it was a 3rd down play, went to 4th down, and now that the dust has settled, everything's back where it should be. We're all kosher here, and it sets up 1st and 10 for the West offense on their own 20-yard line, as we've just got under 2 ticks left here until the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, you said the penalty's offset, and that was a 3rd down play, so it
punt happens, we're good. Yeah, we got through the punt after or right before the commercial ended. You don't have to see the boring stuff there. As we get ready to go now, triple set for this West offense. Hand off to the right side. Players push through. Getting the ball on the run there. Number 28, Nate Arce, pushes his way for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Making the tackle there for the East was number 1, Bo Ledbetter.
2nd and 2.
And so good running up to this point in this West offense. If they can maintain some consistency in their runs, I mean, that last offensive set we saw with them, a lot of side-to-side movement, really get them anywhere. But here in this drive, right out the gate, 8 yards, sets them up in a good position as we come toward the end of this first quarter, Dodzy.
Yeah, we're 10 ticks away. The East defensive line is going to have to step up right here.
Another forward run for the West, this one by number 44 in Waylon Rydell. And that's going to be enough for the first down. Sets up 1st and 10 at about the 31-yard line. So the East, yeah, this triple option, it's really hard to gauge, especially at this level, because there's so much misdirection and confusion that you really have to be quick on your thinking to be able to react to make a tackle. But for the West, they've got some big boys up front.
That's a Andy Mott Estacada thing.
And the run there by number 8 for the West, that is Kohler Hernandez. He's going to be brought down for a loss of about 1. And I believe making the tackle there for the East, that was number 3 in Brendan Monte.
Not much on that play there by the West. The East defensive line, anchored by the LeGrand High School standout, who's going to play at EOU next year, Jared Armstrong.
And we're going to have another penalty on the play. And just
I jinxed him.
Yeah.
Before the clock expired, offsides, east side.
Another one of our $1,000 sponsors, Randy and Mary Jane Goyer. Without the $1,000 sponsors, this game doesn't happen, and we appreciate it, and big thank you to the Goyer family.
And with that, brings us to the end of the first quarter. It's a 0-0 game here at the East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium for more All-Star football.
What does it mean to be a part of something bigger than yourself? The Oregon Freemasons have been answering that question for more than 150 years. Through brotherly love, relief, and truth, we strive for community growth, a better world for our children, and lifelong friendships. Get to know the Freemasons and our centuries-old tradition of uplifting, enriching, and empowering our local communities. Learn more at OregonFreemasonry.com.
This is it, the culmination of everything our young athlete has worked for these past months. Is today the day he overcomes? There is no defense in the world that will keep him at bay. He shoots, goal!
Achieving goals like this is only possible with the monthly support of people just like you.
Please call or go online now, or go to loveshriners.org. Goal! This is it.
Back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, start of the second quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. It's a 0-0 game. Those of you watching at home, the score graphic correlates to the uniforms. The West in green, the East in red, as we have another handoff here. Left side, and a quick tackle made by the East. Ball going to number 32, Jaden Christie, and immediately making the tackle for the East was number 19, Colton Campbell.
Yeah.
This East, quick little talk there after the end of the first, and I think they're going to try to hopefully adjust to this triple option.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. At the high school level, the triple option is tough to defend. It really is. Especially the East has only been together for a week.
Yeah. I mean, it is harder to practice, I believe, on defense than it is offense when it comes to just preparing for these types of moments.
Absolutely.
Play action pass here, and flushed out is Younger right away, throws it to the far sideline, and that one is going into the stands. Hopefully the fans had the sun out of their eyes and weren't hit, but nonetheless, it's going to be an incomplete pass. Sets up third and about 8 yards to go now as the clock stopped at 11:16. Check that, it's going to be fourth down, so another would-be punt coming your way, fans. Get excited.
It's time for another $1,000 sponsor. Ellen Youngblood, $1,000 sponsor, 1,000 plus. Yeah, to the Shriners Children's Hospital in Portland. The money goes directly to them, and it's just a great thing. when the players came in the other day, they had you come and speak to them on Sunday night up at the Zabel at EOU, and then they showed the tour video, and it's amazing what this game does for these kids.
Yeah, and a huge shout out to Zach Steele, the president, for really coordinating this year in his first year, I believe, and really handling these duties. He's done a great job, and a huge shout out obviously to the Shriners Association as a whole, and forever putting on classic games like this. It makes a huge difference. As we get ready to go, the ball being handed off to Anderson. He gets his way for a gain of about 7, but is going to be wrapped up and tackled once again by number 8 in Kohler Hernandez. And right now, Hernandez is a name that's being called out a lot for this West squad on defense.
For the East, I'm going to Anderson.
Yeah.
Let's keep feeding him the ball until they prove that. You got 4 downs, right? So, keep feeding him the ball until the West proves that they can stop him. If he can get 6-7 yards a carry.
Yeah, and I believe he's only had really one bad run where he got knocked down after a gain of maybe a yard, or when he slipped there in the first. But other than that, he's pushing his way here. And as we give him the praise, the defense for the West is able to make a stop there. Making the tackle, that is Caden Raver, the 3A product out of Yaml Carlton High School, the 6-foot, 250-pound product. Good work by him to break through the offensive line and keep it at 3rd and short now. And so for the East, your run game's still there, but you're going to see how much they potentially want to move toward the pass as this game progresses.
The lights are on here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, and you're going to have about half of the game in the sun and about half of the game under the lights.
Anderson bumping out toward the left side is going to make his way for a first down, but there is a flag in the backfield, likely in the realm of holding.
Yeah,
we'll see what the officials call on this one. Yeah. Wasting no time, the white hat is, and that's going to be a penalty against the offense. And now for the East, they go from what could have been a first down on Anderson's kick out to the left side, but now it turns into what is going to be 3rd and long. And the West getting a little bit of a break here on defense.
Let's give a shout out to Haynes Stampede Rodeo Association, another one of our $1,000 plus sponsors. They were in the parade today. You got to see the princesses and the queen on their horses. Haynes Stampede Rodeo Association, another
thank you to them.
$1,000 plus sponsor.
Yeah, we've got a whole list that we're going to be going through throughout this game in the order that we have listed in front of us. So fans, you'll be hearing that throughout the night. But if you know these associations, or if you frequented these businesses or have met these people, thank them. They play a huge part in the donations that go to Shriners Hospital for Children. So once again, thank you to them. So a play action pass here, and just a quick throwaway, and Brenneman nowhere to go on that, and so the West, with the help of the flag, sets up a 3rd and long, going to go to a 4th down, and the would-be punt coming now. But the West, in that quick break we had there, they've done a good job up to this point now containing the East offensively.
Absolutely. Could you imagine right there, you're Brenneman, and you turn around and you look up, and Sam Diaz is coming at you, all 330 pounds of him? You get rid of the ball.
Yeah, Sam Diaz coming out of Tillamook High School, the Cheesemakers, and
the Mooks.
Yeah, you see that guy coming at you. You pray that that's a cheesemaker that doesn't make contact with you, because it's gonna hurt.
Definitely. We'll bring up first down here for the East. 9:24 left in the second quarter.
Check that for the West. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Yeah, the lights are on here at the stadium, starting to cool off a lot as the handoff there is tripped up. Really the turf monster, and this is an all-grass field, got our running back, and wasn't able to see who that was. I believe it was number 32, Jaden Christie. He had some daylight there, too, on the left side, and just missed an opportunity.
Jared Armstrong on the tackle for the East, the LeGrand High School graduate who will play at EOU next year.
That is awesome to hear. 2nd and 11 now, single back set. And it's going to be an immediate run here for Younger.
He's got room.
I mean, knocked out of bounds, but not before getting a huge gain on the play there, as you see on the replay. And that's a designed run, as you can tell. He immediately takes it. He sees what he has, and preventing the potential touchdown for the East. That was number 8, if I'm not mistaken, in Kohler Hernandez.
No, number 3.
Check
Brendan
that.
Monteith for the East. Save that.
Younger handing it off here. Not getting anything of maybe a yard. The East is making the tackle there, Ian Sissel.
2nd and 9.
As Kohler Hernandez on the run really just, he's got a yard technically, but it really wasn't much of anything. Still sets up 2nd and long here for this West offense.
Another $1,000 sponsor, Mike and Katie Rudy. Mike Rudy, the son of Oakland A's baseball legend Joe Rudy.
That is awesome to know. Big shout out to the Rudies for their donation to the Shrine Game and Shriners Hospital. As a quick throw there from Younger. Really no gain. It might bring him back to the original line of scrimmage.
Another great play by number 1, Bo Ledbetter on the outside, the Union High School graduate.
Yeah, making the catch there, Tucker Kinder. And, I mean, really nothing to make for it as we got our white hat discussing with each of the players. And, you know, again, this is an exciting game. These athletes are excited to be back out on the gridiron playing. But at the same time, the emotions can get a little high. Things can get a little chippy. But you don't want to take anything away from anybody. So I believe that's what this talk is about right now.
For
Just,
sure.
Guys, just settle our emotions.
He's telling them to simmer down right now, for sure. You know, the only thing that can happen when the emotions get elevated and you start getting chippy is somebody can get hurt. And we don't want that out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're one of the athletes that's going on to the next level or this is your last game, you want to play a fun but still safe game so that everybody all around you is going to be in a good spot.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be back right after this.
How does a good man become even better? By changing his body or his style? By traveling the world or staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. We don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Back here at the 2023 East-West Shrine football game. I want to take a quick moment to give a shout out to Carpet One Floor and Home. Carpet One Floor and Home has served Eastern Oregon for over 45 years with stores in LeGrand, Baker City, and Enterprise, Oregon. They're locally owned and love to support their local communities and athletes. Carpet One Floor and Home, here to floor you.
3rd and 10 here for the West. 7:37 left in the half.
4 down lineman as Younger's going to roll out to his left, gets rid of it immediately, and we might have a flag on that one potentially. And they're not going to throw one. That was a quick bang-bang throw there as the intended receiver for the West was Brent Bowen. As you're going to see here, Younger on his left, rolling out, makes the throw, and the tackle's made just right there in that short instance. I guess the question becomes is if it was a catchable ball, and the official on the side says it's not, and so we're just going to have the would-be punt, and the East is going to take over on offense.
Another $1,000 plus sponsor of the 2023 Oregon East-West Shrine game, Jeff and Crystal Higgins. Your donation is appreciated. It goes to Shriners Hospital in Portland where, I mean, basically miracles happen.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 here for the West.
Check
for
that,
the
the East, yep. Though, yeah, the colors always get me.
It's killing me,
yeah.
right?
We tell ourselves that the whole pregame, like, East is red, and then we just forget completely. As Anderson is going to be blown up in the backfield on the handoff, and a good tackle there by the West, number 69, Andre Sandoval Jr., the two-way product, 5'7", 240 pounds, and he just blew through that offensive line, and really, Anderson had nowhere to go once the ball was in his hand.
No, he didn't. Do they switch the colors every year, Willie? Can you remember?
I want to say they don't. I want to say they don't, but I'm not 100% sure.
It'll just be something fun.
That's going to, after the tackle for loss there, again, by Sandoval Jr., it's going to set up second and about 13. Anderson getting the handoff again. Pushes his way just past the original line of scrimmage. A handful of players meeting Anderson, looking like that was number 23, Trey Deeringer, who had the initial tackle, the 4A product out of Scappoose High School. He's able to bring Anderson down, but not after Anderson brings it back up to about, they're going to say 3rd and 10 here. So he's only able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And now for the East in really tough situation where they could be giving the ball right back again.
Yeah, the West defense is just swarming the football right now.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job of recognizing the play and getting to the ball.
See, it's crazy too. We keep talking about shootout, and we got goose eggs on this board still. Brenneman immediately looking to his right. Hard to say if his intended receiver was number 2 in Crowell or number 18 in Martin. Both guys in the vicinity, but that one looked like the throw got away from Brenneman. So that's going to take us to the punt, as I throw up the air quotes, the punt, and that'll bring up the offense again for the West.
$1,000 sponsor, Western International Securities, $1,000 plus. So these sponsors that we mentioned during the game are all at least $1,000 donated to this game right here, the 2023 Oregon East-West Shrine Game.
And throughout the game, folks, you'll see us throw up the graphic of how you can donate online. We'll get to that at a later point as we get ready to go on offense here for the West, lining up once again in the triple option, 1st and 10 at their own 45. Ball going over to number 45. Good run there by Nolan Earls. He's going to be brought down by number 3 and Brendan Monty.
It's a first down. That's the biggest run of the day so far, Willie Mack.
Probably one of the biggest guys on the field. That's not a lineman. And so for the West, this is, if I'm not mistaken, as you see on the screen now, www.shrinegamegive.com, or you can scan the QR code. All donations benefit the Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. That is the easiest and quickest way to give if you are watching at home. We greatly appreciate it, and as a former patient through Shriners, we want to thank you for that, as we're going to have a timeout on the field. And with that, we'll take a quick commercial break ourselves here and be right back for more football action on EO Live TV.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it.
If you're happy and you know it, smile big and bright.
Thousands of kids just like me are happy every day.
And it's all because of generous people like you who support Shriners Hospitals for Children every month.
Your monthly gift today could change your life forever.
Because of you.
We are happy and we know it. Thank you.
Please, go online right now to give.
At this, just want to give a thank you to Grand Ron Hospital and Clinics. Grand Ron Hospital, the Grand, is proud to support the 72nd annual Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. They love watching these games and these athletes play for the kids. Grand Ron Hospital, big city medicine with a hometown touch as we get ready to roll here once again. The West with that big first down run as they get the ball back, and it's going to be just close enough to get back to the line of scrimmage as number 42 and number 29 for the East. Making the tackles there in Cade Olds and Eli Aldred, and really nowhere to go for the West running back in number 32, Jaden Christie. Good answer out of the timeout from the East after giving up that big run.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They stepped up. The defensive line got a little bit of push. Linebackers filled, and the result is...
We're under 5 minutes now to go here until halftime at this East-West Shrine All-Star football game. It's still a scoreless game between these two squads. We were talking shootout the whole way through, and up to this point, the defense has been tough. As the run there, it's a good one by Arce. He's going to push his way down the near sideline. He'll get pushed out, making that initial contact, number 89, Owen Crane. But a good run by Nate Arce, just bouncing to that left side after the initial block from his front line. And after that bad play, they immediately respond and get a fresh set of downs. And the West right now threatening a bit to potentially maybe get on the board first.
Spencer Kowalski in at quarterback for the West. He's going to play college baseball next year at Centralia.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. He's a Blanchett Catholic kid out of Salem, Oregon, and he's going to be a college baseball player.
You know, we get so caught up in these athletes signing to the next level, we automatically think football. But to be able to play forward in the spring sport is great, as the tackle made there. On the run, number 45, Nolan Earls, making the tackle.
Number 66,
and that was number 66, Jared Armstrong, the local kid out of LeGrand High School, getting the stop there after a short gain of maybe a yard, a half a yard if that. So brings up 2nd and 9 now for this West offense.
I played sports with Jared Armstrong's dad.
That is
Justin,
awesome.
And his uncle, Jake Tolan.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Not to sound mean, but you're kind of aging yourself there, Dodzy.
I'm old.
Kowalski under center, pitches it back to Arce. Arce trying to cut back inside with a great open field tackle there by number 18, Cole Martin. And Martin making a great dive back on the inside to get that tackle for what is now a loss of about a yard, maybe 2, sets up 3rd and 11 now. Cole Martin, I mean, that was just a great jump right out the gate for the open field tackle.
He's got outside contain right there, and he contained the outside.
Yeah. And Arce, I mean, on that previous play, had a good run to the left after bouncing out, and just, good recognition from Martin there as the West now sets up 3rd and 11. Kowalski now back in a pistol set. One receiver on each side of the field, tight ends lined up on each end. Got a whistle here. And we're going to have a timeout on the field by the West. And with that, we'll take another quick commercial break here on EO Live TV and be right back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium.
For a kid like me, who's had 13 operations and can now walk, you might think that I'd say my hero is my doctor, or nurse, or even my physical therapist. And they are.
But there's someone else who's a hero to me and 1.5 million other kids and counting.
It's someone who gives of themselves so that others will get the help they need.
Who is it? Well, you may be surprised, but my hero is you.
You.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
We're back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium as we've got a great shot of the mountains. It's a beautiful evening here in the Grand Ronde Valley as the sun is pretty much all but out of the way here at the stadium. And it's just made for a beautiful evening of great football, great defensive football we add on that, as it's a 0-0 game here with just over 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go until halftime of the 2023 East-West Shrine All-Star football game. I mean, we thought the West was threatening here for a bit, but then the East immediately has answered, and they've contained. Kowalski drops back to pass. The design run there. Nowhere to go, though, as
Nothing.
he's immediately tackled at the line of scrimmage. Making the initial stop there, I believe that was number 19 for the East in Colton Campbell, the Lapine High School product. Design run right out the gate. You could tell he's immediately, Kowalski, all he had to do was show pass once to maybe slow up the defense to, slow down their reaction time, but the East had none of that and knew that from the get-go. Good play here, and now it looks like the West is going to go for it.
Well, I mean, they're in East territory.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Why not try to get something going? We're 0-0 with 2 minutes left in the half.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Kowalski, play action pass, steps up into the pocket, makes a throw down the middle of the field. Looking like his intended receiver was number 25 in Judah Werner. And Werner, the 3A product out of Tillamook High School, he creates some space, but I think the throw's just a little too far in front of him. And good defensive stop there by the East, as we are now going to have them take over. Depending on how short this punt is, we might see where they spot the. Oh, correction, it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
There is no would-be punt. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Just getting it.
That's the. Right, we're just testing the viewers at home. They're doing a 5th down now in football. We just didn't know about it.
At halftime, they're going to auction off the steer. Shiner is the name of the steer, and it's named Shiner because it's got a black eye.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's got a white face with a black eye. It's about 1,200 pounds, 18 months old, and it'll get sold numerous times and donated back.
And a good run there by the quarterback, East number 9, Shaw Stork. Stork out of Henley High School, 6'2", 175, and he showcased that stride and then some on that, as it's going to be 1st and 10 now at about the 43-yard line. And the East now playing a little bit of NASCAR here, going hurry up.
1:39 left in the half here.
Pitch back to Anderson, goes to the left side, is going to push his way forward. Initially meeting Kim, I believe that was number 2, and Noah Reese coming out of that dog pile. Reese, the 1A product out of West Albany, is able to bring Anderson down, but not after a gain of about 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6. And yeah, just under a minute and a half left here to go. The East is starting to show a little bit of anticipation, possibly not wanting this to be a scoreless game before halftime.
Nothing there for the East. We'll see what comes out of this. Maybe a gain of about 1.
We have
another
flag on the play. While they take their time discussing that, we want to give a shout out to Ash Grove Cement. Ash Grove, pioneering force in the cement industry, is where 141 years of infrastructure legacy meets innovation. They have a network spanning 12 plants with 43 terminals across the U.S. and Canada. They deliver quality, reliability, and safety in all of their projects. Discover today how Ash Grove is shaping the future in Durkee, Oregon. You can visit www.ashgrove.com for career opportunities, and you can join them in reinventing our world. Big shout out to Ash Grove Cement, a $750 sponsor for this year's East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. Really appreciate what you've done and the donation you made toward the Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland.
Absolutely. The penalty on the field is kicking. I didn't know that there was a penalty called kicking.
You know, you learn something new every day.
I mean, a personal foul?
Yeah, I mean, you would think that they would just list that as unnecessary roughness.
Yeah. So we'll have 3rd and about 17 here for the East. 53 seconds left in the half.
Clock continues to run now. Stork going to keep it on the run here, goes up the middle of the field, and he's going to get all of the yardage back and then some. And so the East now in West territory, they're going to go quickly here.
Clock's running, boys.
I don't think they realize it yet.
Under 30 seconds left.
Are they out of timeouts? No, we got a timeout on the field now.
Stork again with the good run. Oh, wow, now they're marking him short. It looked like he had the first down on that.
We're going to see.
While they get that figured out, we're going to go ahead and give a shout out to our extra point sponsor. Clearly there has not been any extra points, as we do have a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here at the field really quick, but a huge shout out to Baker City Chevrolet, $1,000 sponsor. They're our extra point sponsor for this year's game. The owner and his team, they take a great deal of pride in taking care of their community and their clients. Baker City Chevrolet has been around for over 109 years and is still going strong. They sell the new Chevrolet Buick and GMC, as well as a huge variety of used vehicles. They have 4 sister stores in Walla Walla, which is the Walla Walla Chevrolet Nissan, Windy Chevrolet, West Coast Used Car Center in Moses Lakes, and Advantage Auto Direct in Kent, Washington. So, again, shout out to Baker City Chevrolet. They're our extra point sponsor. So far, they've not been able to sponsor any extra points because there haven't been any. It is 3rd and 17 at the moment. They had that huge run by Shaw Stork. Again, when I saw it, it looked like he had the first down where he got tackled. And they did burn the timeout here to figure out what's going to happen. But let's see what the White Hat says here.
They're going to put the clock back to 31 seconds here. I'm looking forward to halftime, Willie Mack.
Yeah.
The cheerleaders, they came over early this year. So usually they come on either Thursday or Friday. They got here on Wednesday. They spent all day, both days, working on their routine. And it's from what I've heard from the cheer organizers, it's a good one. I mean, they're going to be out here doing some really
great
like high-end
yeah.
stunts, and I'm excited about it.
And so for clarification, it is 1st and 10 now. They haven't updated the scoreboard, which in turn updates our graphics. So Stork here looking down to pass, rolls out to his right, goes back to the middle. Intended receiver is number 33 in Dawson Cook, but we do have a penalty on the field, and it is going to go against the East offense.
Looked like he had number 29, Eli Aldred, wide open around the 30 on the far side of the field.
It's hard to make those kind of plays when you don't have your offensive line holding up. I mean, Stork, he's been able to make some good plays on his feet, but just not has been able to have a consistent pocket to potentially air it out downfield to open guys like you mentioned. And after the penalty, it's going to set up 1st and now 20 for this East offense. 25.2 seconds left to go until halftime. As you said, Dazzy, we got some great stunts and performances coming up. And if I'm not mistaken, we are able to show this year's performance at halftime.
We are.
Those of you watching, be sure to stick around for a great halftime performance. Stork drops back to pass, looks down the field, left side. Great catch made there by his receiver.
Did he get out?
That is the
got
question.
out of bounds, too. Great catch there by Zamko. I think that's his 3rd catch of the game.
If I'm not mistaken, it is, Jan. He falls out of bounds before a defender can really make a touch on him. So, one, good throw by Stork there, but also great awareness by Zamko to know where he's at in relation to the out-of-bounds marker to stop the clock. So we're at 19.3 seconds here to go until halftime. Play action pass. Stork looks to his right, is hit in the pocket as he releases. Good QB hurry by number 6 in Colby Campbell and number 71, Dominic Nacoste. Those guys coming in and just really collapsing that pocket on Stork. He really had no time for that.
Another $1,000 sponsor, Western International Security. 1,000+ Oregon East West Shrine Game appreciates you.
Western International Securities, yeah, again, great job by them. Thank you to all of our sponsors up to this point. We've still got plenty we'll get through during this game as Stork rolls out to his right. He's got daylight on the sideline, but tries to stay in play, and so he gets the first down. The clock stops at 8.6. Good recognition by Stork. He just takes it and goes.
Well, that's going to probably take us to halftime with it, Mac.
Clock continues to run. It's not going to be enough. Oh, my gosh.
0.1 seconds left. They're going to get one shot at it.
We'll see what they do here.
Stork moves real well.
He does. He really does.
The clock guy, that's Brian Guess up there.
The PA announcer just said that the East Side wants to thank the clock guy.
So now
Here
for the
we go.
East, yeah, 0.1. I mean, you gotta see what he's gonna do.
Stick around at halftime. We're gonna go down onto the field for the selling of the steer, the auctioning of the steer, the cheerleaders halftime show.
So we got
Brenneman.
Yeah, Brenneman back at quarterback, empty field, 3 receivers to the far side on your screen. Brenneman drops back to pass, looks left, airs it out. And that's going to be picked off by number 4. That is Gunnar Rothenberger. And he's going to be brought down at about the 3. So, I mean, one of those plays you saw that was coming, airs it out. Interception doesn't hurt you in that way, shape, or form. But that's going to take us to halftime. And, Dodsey, before we cut to our on-field festivities or any of our breaks, are you surprised that we're at a scoreless game here at halftime?
I am very surprised that we're at a scoreless game right now after 2 full quarters.
Yeah, I mean, we knew the defenses were going to come in ready to play, but we're scoreless at halftime. We're going to take a quick commercial break here on EOA Live TV. When we come back, we'll have on-field festivities with the performance by our cheer and dance, along with the auction of the steers. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sebastian, and it is a beautiful day today. We have so much to be grateful for, so just remember, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Since I was little, I've broken 100 bones, and I've had 19 surgeries. Shriners Hospitals for Children was with me every step of the way. The help I get is only possible because of caring people like you. You can inspire kids like me by visiting.
Ever do a cartwheel or a flip? I don't know. You do you. All right, from the East, we have Alyssa Bernhardt from North Bend. From the East Side Coquille, we have Megan Boo. Also from the East, from Gladstone, we have McKenna Chamberlain. From the East Doofer, Emma Coleman. From the East, from Pendleton, Treasure Elks. Excuse me, let me say that better. Treasure Elks. Sorry, I said it wrong, Treasure. Also from Pendleton, we have Olivia Fine. From the Dalles, Amy Hernandez. From Gladstone, Aubrey Holdwadi. From Enterprise, Althea Comiskey. From South Umpqua, Destiny McAllister Love. From Gladstone, Giselle Nahira. From Sayusala, Jillian Norton. From Lapine, Madison Russell. From Doofer, Tora Tominski. Now the West Side, from Rainier, Michaela Buck. From Sweet Home, Susie Griffin. From Sweet Home, Kylie Hayes. From Crook County, Rhea Chrisman. From Philomath, Ashley Kohler. From Rainier, Stella Lindahl. From Sheridan, Savannah Michelson. From Crook County, Alex Molina. From Sweet Home, Luca Ogden. From Amity, Megan Scharf. From Rainier, Paige Schimmel. From Newport, Haley Wiles. From Yamhill Carlton, Kaylee Williams. And the coaches, from the west side, Lori Schimmel, Rainier High School. And the east coach, from Gladstone High School, Shelby Crystal. And your Shrine Game cheer coordinator, Megan Day and Sarah Deverone. All right, kids, it's cheerleader game time.
In the crowd, there ain't no comparison. Competing with us, don't be a fool. Consider yourself an embarrassment. Back to burn 'em up, strike the match like the fuse. And no matter what the challenge is, just know we can't lose. We won't go down. No. Yeah. Battle stations, time for war. Show us what you came in for. My squad came to rule the throne. You can take the bus right now. Fight for honor, loyalty. Look at us like royalty. Bow down, now it's pound for pound. We gon' take this. There's only one, only one, only one. Baby, I'm the only one. No backing down. Better bet I'm wild. Better bet I'm unique. Better bet I surround. You still in too deep. I am the starring role. This here my movie. You can be in the background. Step your game up. We work hard. We go much harder than you. We work hard. It's something that you ought to do. We came here to show you what's up. We came here to snatch that crown. Just know that we won't slack up. Just know that we don't back down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your East-West Shrine Game All-Star Cheerleaders.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. Yeah. Hey, girls. Next, we have a presentation from the Haines Stampede Rodeo Association in Queen Brook.
Hi, my name is Brooke Parsons. I am the 2023 Haines Stampede Queen, and these are my princesses, Neve and Ella. For the past 13 years, we have been partners and donating our gate money from our rodeo July 3rd to the Shriners. Tonight, we are beyond excited to be presenting another check, $3,000, to an amazing organization. Thank you.
We really do thank the Haines Stampede for the partnership over the years. Thank you, ladies. Okay, we're ready for the steer. We've got a big old crossbred steer, Shiner, shown by a Bingham lady, Valley Bingham. Looks like he's a little bit cranky. He probably doesn't like me blowing steam.
It's probably the smell of those burgers, Fred.
You know, I hadn't thought of that. Yep. Okay, here's the steer, Valley Bingham. We'll go ahead and start selling it. I'd like to have $3,000 to go. $3,000 now, three now, $4,000. Four. I got $3,000 now, four. $4,000 now, five. $5,000. $5,000. Got $4,000 now, $5,000 now, five now, $6,000. $6,000 now. Would you bid a $6,000 now? Anybody else now? $6,000. Would you bid now? Six now, seven. $7,000 now, seven now, seven now. Would you give us $7,000 now? 7,000, 7,000. Anybody else? 7,000. I sold out 6,000.
Pediatric orthopedic specialty care for all children as well as 17 years old. We treat kids with neuromuscular conditions, cerebral palsy, disorders, orthopedic sports injuries, carpal tunnel, across the spectrum of care. We have a large group of pediatric orthopedic surgeons as well as specialized rehabilitation professionals that are collaborating together to provide the best clinical care for our population. Our patients after orthopedic surgery have been so important coming to lead neurology. We've had kids with very traumatic injuries that have gone on to be injured to history athletes. We career, so they learn their best life, going to school and learn out their careers and becoming productive members of our society. The patients we see here at Children's Portland and South Pacific Northwest, National and international, and they can expect to receive the highest level of care in pediatric orthopedics. They're in an award-winning hospital. They have some of the best clinicians in the world, where they work constantly.
Yeah, 5 toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My special finish over the game this year is one of my cousins. So I guess my second cousin, Tucker Aspect, will be playing in the game, and I'll be able to look at my family here at the game. My name is Dave Stacey. I'm one of the officers here at Children's Children's Portland. I joined the organization on May 1st. I'm relatively new, but I'm very excited to be here. I come from the background of Higher Education Foundation. I got my start about 11 years ago now, so I'm excited to transition to healthcare and returning for Children's Children's Portland. The dream of the work for Children's Children's Portland was primarily the mission. I come from a higher education foundation background. I'm originally from the Portland, Oregon area, so being able to impact the lives of children and families here in the Portland area is really meaningful to me. I've always enjoyed my work in fundraising, but the mission of Children's and being able to really advance what we do here through the power of philanthropy was a big draw for me. We had a 1-year-old, or we have a 1-year-old, and being able to move back to the Portland area and be close to the family is also a big priority for my life now. So it's just been a meant-to-be situation, but I'm really happy to be here, and I've really enjoyed the work so far. The fundraising hours that are brought in from this day mean everything to us. We wouldn't be able to do what we do here at Children's Children's Portland without the support of our donors, and this family is a real testament to what we're able to accomplish. We're very fortunate to have donors that represent all of Oregon. Pendleton, Baker City, obviously the Portland metro area, but we go down south to Medford as well. We have a clinic up in Bellingham, Massachusetts as well. So our reach really extends to touch all parts of the Pacific Northwest, which is really special to me. This game really means so much to us. We do have an outreach clinic in Pendleton and in this area, where we get to see kids right now in the backyard. And I think that's a really compelling thing that a hospital offers, and it makes me really proud to represent the hospital. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. We really wouldn't be able to be here today without your support. So we are extremely grateful for your continued generosity and support. It's what built this hospital. It's what got us through these first 100 years. And moving forward for the next 100 years, it's going to be donors who are going to allow us to continue this amazing mission to support kids regardless of their ability.
So my name is Jessica. I'm an athletic trainer here at Children's Children's Portland. I've been an athletic trainer for 14 years. I focused in breast revision practice mainly in orthopedics and in sports medicine. And I've been here in Portland, Oregon for 11 years. So what sets apart Children's Children's Portland is the focusing in pediatrics. So we're not looking at the adult population, the geriatric population. We're focused on the nuances that make a kid a kid in their development. So we're looking at skeletal maturity, their growth rates, their development, and taking all of that into consideration when making decisions. We also have a very big multidisciplinary approach to the healthcare and being able to treat a child correctly. So we involve our gait analysis lab, we have our brace and orthotics, we have our pediatric rehabilitation, physical therapy group with occupational therapists and speech language pathologists. And it's that well-rounded care that we can look at all aspects that is needed to get that kid where they need to go. And so what I love is that insurance doesn't dictate our ability to make medical decisions and figure out what's right for that kid. So it's important for kids to be involved in sports because there's a lot of aspects of sports that will help them grow to be a better person. they might be losing a game or losing their varsity spot, but they need to stick it out because it really translates to the accomplishments that they gain afterwards, that the coaches and the adults in their life around sports help to facilitate. So what I have to say to potential families is that it's an honor to take care of their kid. It's an honor to take care of their child, to root for them along their way, whatever their goals might be. It is our goal to get their kid back to what they love.
What does it mean to be a part of something bigger than yourself? The Oregon Freemasons have been answering that question for more than 150 years. Through brotherly love, relief, and truth, we strive for community growth, a better world for our children, and lifelong friendships. Get to know the Freemasons and our centuries-old tradition of uplifting, enriching, and empowering our local communities. Learn more at OregonFreemasonry.com.
Oui, vous devriez l'apprendre. Ça vous fait paraître plus intelligent.
I have no clue what you're saying.
Yeah, I said that you should learn French because it makes you sound smart.
I got you.
You know what else is smart, Alec? Donating to Shriners Hospitals for Children.
I thought you'd say that. And you know what? You're right. Please call the number on your screen or go to loveshriners.org with your monthly support right away. Your support shows you care too.
Back here at the 2023 Oregon East-West All-Star Shrine football game. They're finishing up the on-field bids. They did the steer auction, which was well over $20,000, Doddsy, if I'm not mistaken, going back to the donations for Shriners Hospital in Portland. And those of you watching at home, if you want to donate, you can go to www.shrinegamegive.com, or you can scan the QR code right there on the screen. All those proceeds, again, go to the Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. But again, yeah, Doddsy, this is the third year in a row now, and us covering this, that steer has gone for over $15,000.
Yeah, it was $27,000 was the total.
Oh my gosh, that is fantastic.
I think every year their goal is to break the previous year's record.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the steer was donated by Wendy Bingham and Bingham Beef. Her daughter, Dally Bingham, who was out on the field that you saw there for a short amount of time, helped, with the steer and everything. So big shout out to them for donating the steer. But again, yeah, if you want to donate, you can go to www.shrinegamegive.com, as we're just under the end of halftime. We've got the West there on your screen coming back to the field. They'll be rocking, again, the green uniforms. East will be in the red. It is a scoreless game. It is a 0-0 game as we get ready to go for the second half. Doddsy, we spoke all about offense and a potential shootout, and defense came in and just said, no, that's not happening. That's not happening here tonight.
No.
What do we expect to see in the second half from the offenses to try to get something going?
I'm hoping to see some points, Willie Mack. I mean, I want to see some electricity. I want to see someone break one for a nice run and put the ball in the end zone. A little fun fact about the steer too. Dally Bingham, she raised that steer, but the funny thing is it was the second steer. The first steer she got to raise was a knucklehead, and he got put to pasture.
Oh. So she's like, all right, we're going to option number 2. And a great name, as you said, it was Shiner. Those of you who saw the steer on the screen there for a while before we went to our commercial break, he had a black eye, basically, and so they called him Shiner. But that is just a fantastic name for a steer going into auction. As they're finishing stuff up here on the field again. We're with new time on the clock, looking roughly at about 3 minutes before we get to the start of the second half. So we're going to take this moment to thank our 2 title sponsors once again for this year's game. Our first one being in the Shrine East-West Football Association. Thank you for being one of our title sponsors. And our other big title sponsor, Eastern Oregon University out of LeGrand. They are Oregon's rural university. And if you want to learn more about EOU, and if you're someone looking to move on to that next level for your education, don't wait. You can visit eou.edu you get the Eastern Edge at Oregon's best, most affordable university. They've got a great personal education with room to grow. They do great with the student experience and helping them get better in their lives and in their careers. So, again, once again, a huge shout out to Eastern Oregon University, one of our 2 title sponsors for the 2023 East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. And again, our other title sponsor in the Shrine East-West Football Association. Your contributions between the two of you go a huge way towards Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland.
Yeah, who you got as a standout player in the first half, Willie Mack?
You know, defensively for the West, there's been a number of guys that have looked really good. You know, I want to give it to number 45, Nolan Earls. He's had a couple of good tackles, but guys up front like Caden Raver, Jordan Martins, Peter Miranda, you know, pretty much Sam Diaz, that whole offensive and defensive line for the West they've done a great job. They've made huge plays. They've had good stops from start to finish. On the East, offensively, it's number 22, Trevor Anderson. He's had some great plays on the offensive side of the ball. And also, credit to Shaw Stork in the short time we saw him at quarterback. Yeah. He had some good plays. Defensively, Bo Ledbetter is a guy I feel like we've called a lot. Ian Sissel, number 7 as well, has made some great plays there in the open field. And then on the inside, too, as well, guys like Colton Campbell, who's played defensive line a handful, number 19 for the East. He's made some great plays up front, too. So, I mean, right now, it's still anybody's ball game, but those are the ones that stick out to me as, you know, guys who've made some impact in the first half.
Yeah, defensively, since we don't have any score, I'm just going to give my 2 defensive guys. For the West, Waylon Rydell. He set the tone early for the West, and he had a big hit to start the game, and it just kind of gave the West defense a little bit of momentum. And then Bo Ledbetter on the East. Bo Ledbetter has been all over the place for the East defense. It's been awesome to watch. A local kid from Union High School, 1A. It's awesome.
Yeah, and these athletes they've put in a good amount of work up to this point, and we've got 2 quarters left to determine if we're going to potentially have another overtime on our hands.
We can't go overtime 0-0.
You know, let's pray. Let's hope that happens. But we get ready for the second half. Kicking off is going to be the East, and of course, doing the honors, number 22, Trevor Anderson.
Like I said, it's one of those things where if you're an athlete, you usually are, you know, able to kick or punt as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, for those of you just joining us, this is the second half that is getting underway now as we've got a good kick to about the 20-yard line.
No trouble here.
Yeah, Arce grabs it. He's going to push his way to the far side. He'll get forward for a few yards, about the 26, maybe the 27. That'll set up 1st and 10 for this West offense. But again, yeah, this is the second half, folks. It's 11:53 here to go. It's a 0-0 game. You are not turning into a late game if you're an East Coast fan for a late West Coast kickoff. This is halftime, and we still got to determine who's going to get on the board first.
Yep. Let's shout out a $1,000 plus sponsor, Mad Millman Art and Design. 1,000 plus. We appreciate it. Oregon East-West Shrine appreciates it. Shriners Children's Hospital Portland appreciates it.
Triple option set here. Ball's immediately handed off up the middle. That's going to be number 44 for the West in Waylon Rydell. And he's got a good run there to set the tone early. He's going to push his way for a gain of about 5. Sets up 2nd and 5 here for this offense.
He wears a fullback number, too. 44.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tom Rathman.
Yeah.
Tom Rathman.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, it's a fullback number, 44.
Ball going right back to Rydell, and Rydell 2 runs to 10 yards, and he is really setting the tone early. And I think it comes down to, you know, I mean, 4A kid out of Estacada, 5'11", 230 pounds, and that's got to be a lot of muscle.
Yeah, he's square. His body type is square.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, look at him on the graphic. That just, I mean, that is a titan amongst men out there right now. And I mean, if you can't stop him, just keep giving him the ball at that point or let him block.
Oh, good defense there by the East. Nice fill by the defensive line, it looks like.
Coming out of that swarm pile there, number 7, Ian Sissel. Sissel at linebacker has done a really good job, you know, containing when it comes to those handoffs to those backs on the lower half. So, I mean, he's done a really good job here. And so far, that's really out of 3 runs, that's been the worst one here for the West, as it's 2nd and 12 now.
10:18 left in the third quarter. No score from Baker Bulldog Stadium.
If you had to take a guess, who do you think is going to score first?
East.
And we got a fumble on the play. Looked like a mishandled snap. And recovering it for the East is going to be number 89. That's Owen Crane, the 3A product out of Vale High School. You see on the replay, it looks like that's just a mishandled snap, and good credit on Crane. It's 88 on the graphic, but he's wearing 89 on the field. He's able to get the fumble recovery, and so the East now in great position here to potentially score first. And I'm going to go against you now just because of what's in front of me. I'm not even guessing. I'm just going to say the East.
I said East.
I thought you said, you said East. Yeah, East. That's correct. Never mind. Well, you know what? The West is going to get a stop here right now. I can feel it.
We'll see. Those handoffs, you know, the handling of the football, a week together. That's all they have.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, it's understandable. It's going to happen in this type of a game.
Stork on the play action pass, rolls out and has to push back to his left. This is going to be a run for him.
He's got some room.
He's got some room, gets down the right
he made
side.
a nice move.
He evades a few tackles, but making the open field tackle, Gunnar Rothenberger, but not after a big gain for the East, as you'll see here on your replay.
East side, first down.
Stork, just good reaction again, making plays with his feet and just seeing what was in front of him after that pocket collapse. No question in that man's athleticism.
East is knocking on the door here.
1st and 10 at their own, at the West 21-yard line. 2 receivers motion now on the near side of the field. Handoff to number 33. Pushing his way is
big hit right there by Waylon Rydell.
Rydell, good reaction on defense. Saw that from the get-go and just filled the gap immediately. Rydell's he's gonna be a good player at the next level.
Yeah.
I mean, he has showcased a lot of talent. And is he going?
He's going to EOU. Tim Camp's got
and is he going to be on the offensive side of the ball to start, or?
So from what I've heard, the buzz is that he's going to play fullback.
Okay.
Because the new offense that they're running has a lot of fullback sets.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like he could be pretty good at either side when it's all played out. Stork dropping back to pass, rolls to his right, looks down, has an open receiver. Good catch made there by number 29, I believe. Number's a little crunched up. And it was Eli Aldred making the catch there. Good reaction. If that ball's a little bit higher, and even if that catches it where he has to turn around, if that's high enough where Aldred can keep his feet, he might be in the end zone.
The East is deep in West territory right now, Willie Mack.
The first and goal of the night. And we've got 8:13 left here to play in the third, man. I mean, who would have thought? Stork handing it off once again. Cook pushing his way up the middle. It looks like he's going to get to about maybe the 4-yard line. A lot of bodies there. Want to say that helping make that initial tackle was number 2 in Noah Reese. He's kind of the last guy to come out of that dog pile.
$1,000 sponsor, Hill Meat Company. 1,000 plus. The Oregon East-West Shrine Game and Oregon Shriners Children's Hospital Portland appreciates you.
Yeah, thank you to Hill Meat Company for your donation and making this a special Shrine Game once again. As Stork in the offense. 2nd and goal here. That one's going to be a quick pitch over to Anderson. Tries to cut back in, and good read from the West defense. A lot of bodies there, and honestly, it looked like that was Waylon Rydell once again who got the initial stop. Just as you see here on the replay, trying to make a cut back inside and really just nowhere to go, and correction helping initially. That was number 55, Benson Craig out of Central High School, the 5A product. Good reaction time from him and able to hold Anderson up to allow the rest of his defense to come in and really just put a dead stop on the play.
I don't know for sure what the rules are of this game, but, I mean, if I get the 4th down here, I'm
Go
kicking
for it.
I'm kicking.
All right, go for it, man.
I
Hey,
want
it's
some
already
points on the board.
It's already
really,
a
man.
scoreless game, you know. Might as well do it.
I'm looking for some points here, man. If you got to kick it on 4th down, you got to kick it on 4th down.
3rd and goal here from about the 3-yard line, maybe the 4. Call it the 4 as Stork getting ready to make a play, but we're going to have a quick timeout on the field. At that time, we want to take a moment to thank our game sponsors. First, with the Baker County Transit Tax Committee. They donated $10,000 to this year's game, so a huge shout out to our game sponsor in Baker County Transit Tax Committee. The money you donated is huge. It makes a big difference for the Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. So once again, thank you to our game sponsor in Baker County Transit Tax Committee. We've got a timeout here on the field. We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back. Back here on EO Live TV for this interesting 3rd and goal situation. Potential for first points on the board as Stork and this East offense are trying to break a scoreless bout. Stork rolls out to his left, has daylight, and is going to dive in for the touchdown. Good reaction from Stork, and the East is on the board first. 6-0, 6:09 left here to play in this 3rd quarter. And there you go, Dodsey. We don't have to worry about a field goal because we got a touchdown from the East. And as you see on the replay, Stork just rolling out to his left, initially on the throw, but then sees that gap and is able to make that happen. As we're going to get lined up here for the extra point for the East, as it is hopefully going to be a 7-0 game for them. But as they get lined up to do that, we're going to go ahead and give a shout out to our extra point sponsor for this year's game, $1,000 by Baker City Chevrolet. The owner and his team take a great deal of pride in taking care of their communities and their clients. They've been around for over 109 years. They're still going strong, as it's actually going to be a 2-point conversion. And so we get a 8-0 game. Makes things more interesting now for the West if they can score. As you see on the replay here, just a quick run up the middle and a nice run indeed for the East. But again, thank you to Baker City Chevrolet, our extra point sponsor, despite us getting the 2-point conversion there. They've been around for 109 years. They've got 4 stores, sister stores. And again, they've just done a great amount for their communities. Shout out to Baker City Chevrolet for being our extra point sponsor as we get ready for this kickoff. Do a quick commercial break and be right back here on EO Live TV.
What does it mean to be a part of something bigger than yourself? The Oregon Freemasons have been answering that question for more than 150 years. Through brotherly love, relief, and truth, we strive for community growth, a better world for our children, and lifelong friendships. Get to know the Freemasons and our centuries-old tradition of uplifting, enriching, and empowering our local communities. Learn more at OregonFreemasonry.com.
We all know that Words have power, but there's one word that stands out because when people say it, lives are changed.
It's not a big word, but when you say it,
the life of a kid like me can be changed.
It's yes.
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 Yes to becoming a monthly supporter of Shriners Hospitals for Children.
Please call or go online now to say yes right away.
Back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, as it is an 8-0 game. The East scoring first on what was a number 9 Shaw Stork quarterback run. He initially looked to make the pass, but rolled into the end zone pretty much untouched. And we now have a score on the board as the East leads 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Anderson with the kickoff. It's going to be fielded at about the 20.
Good coverage by the East there.
Colton Campbell making the initial tackle, number 18 for the East, and running it back for the West was number 33 in Jackson Lyda, the 3A product out of Banks. Gets it at the 20 and then got it up to about what is the 31-yard line. And so good little 11-yard run from him will set up this West offense, who's now playing from behind. The whole thing of, okay, we can be a little conservative with each other in how we play because it's scoreless, that's out the door. The West now has to figure out a way to get some momentum going to keep this East team at bay defensively and try to even up this game.
Absolutely.
Quick throw there by West quarterback number 5, Caden Younger. Just looked like he was going to number 7, Elijah Muriel there, and just a really low pass.
Man, that 2-point conversion could be the game decider.
Yeah, it really could. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, because of the way the offense has really struggled on both sides of the ball, it'll be interesting to see what happens as the handoff there, number 8 in Kohler Hernandez. He gets tripped up. I believe that was Armstrong who initially had them on the trip up. He's only going to get a gain of maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 10, or 3rd and 9, excuse me. And if you're the East, this is what you want. You want your defense to maintain that level of consistency that they've had and keep this West team in a spot where they're struggling. And so we'll see what happens as Younger still at quarterback. Hernandez, behind him at running back. Younger dropping back to pass, looks down the field, flushed out of the pocket, is going to keep it now and slides his way forward and almost gets hit by a pair of defenders. But we are going to have a flag in the backfield, multiple flags.
Multiple flags on the play.
After the play there, that's going to be against the West. Looked like a late hit, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Possibly.
The East did a good job of not hitting the quarterback right there.
Yeah, they held up, and as soon as he slid, they got out of the way.
Yeah.
While they get this mess figured out, we're going to take this moment to give another shout out to Grand Ronde Hospital and Clinics for their sponsorship, $1,500 sponsorship that is from Grand Ronde Hospital and Clinics. They are based in LeGrand. They're proud to support the 72nd Oregon Shrine East-West All-Star Game. They love watching these athletes play for the kids. Again, this is what this is all about, is for the kids. So again, thank you to Grand Ronde Hospital, Big City Medicine with a hometown touch, a $1,500 sponsor for this year's game. Fantastic work by them and all that they do for the community and donating to Shriners Hospital.
2 penalties there on the West, holding and unsportsmanlike conduct.
The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be enforced because the down counted, it's 4th down.
4th down here for the West.
Yeah, those unsportsmanlikes are tough, especially because it sounds like because it was after the play had ended, you have to burn the down. And so for the East, not only a great defensive series there, but now they're starting to get into the mindsets of this West team, and they're showing some struggles here. So after the would-be punt, the East is going to get the ball back. And if I'm not mistaken, based on where the burn down goes and where they move them back to what the punt is, the East is going to have great field position here.
Yeah, it's going to be close to midfield here.
And now if you're the East, you're comfortable with the fact that, one, this is a low-scoring game and you've got the first score of the game. But now if you can get another chance here to score, you could really potentially put this game not away in the sense, but then it puts a lot more of that bullseye on the West back to try to get something going.
If I'm Vic Lease for the East right here, I'm grounding and pounding.
Yeah, burn clock and just make this West defense tire out.
Shout out to 1,000+ sponsor, Hill Meat Company out of Pendleton. Hill Meat Company, the 2023 Shrine Game appreciates you. Portland Shriners Children's Hospital appreciates you as well.
And Stork, really a miscommunication on that last play. Didn't look like he was supposed to be handing it off to somebody you see on the replay. It's just a bad read. One of his fullbacks, I think, came into block. But, again, Stork showing some really high IQ at the quarterback position up to this point. He's able to make something out of nothing, and it's now a 2nd and 5 situation for the East. And he stayed in bounds. He let somebody come and tackle him. Clock continues to run. That's the key component here.
4:38 and counting in the 3rd quarter here from Baker Bulldog Stadium.
BC, do you want us to fit in carpet 1 and 4 before the 3rd quarter ends, or just get them one more time in 4?
2nd down handoff goes for about 4 yards here.
Tackled by Sandoval. Junior. There is a flag on the play.
Flag down on the play. We'll see what comes of this, Willie Mack.
Yeah, interesting flag. And that's in the backfield, so it's got a feeling it's going to go against this offense.
During the play, personal foul against the defense, number 12, unnecessary roughness against the quarterback, 15 yards, first down.
And that's why it comes in the backfield. Instead, it's unnecessary roughness. So for Corey James, the defensive back out of Estacada, not really what you want there as he, hit Stork late, and that's just not helping. And you go from being in a good spot potentially on the defensive side to now the East is well into West territory, and that momentum's starting to creep and creep and creep for this East team. If it builds, it's going to be tough to slow them down.
Absolutely. The East is rolling right now.
Stork on the handoff to Anderson. He's got 2 defenders in front of him, but making the open field tackle. That's going to be number 8, Kohler Hernandez. And really good move by Hernandez there, because Anderson had 2 guys beat initially, and then he comes in from that 2nd level and is able to make the initial stop. So Hernandez, again, showing really solid work. We were giving Rydell a lot of praise in that first half, and he still is worthy of it. He's not been on the field as much on the defensive side, but Hernandez has really stepped in a couple of good plays throughout this game.
Yeah, definitely. Hernandez has stepped it up here in the 2nd half. 2nd and 11 here for the East. 3:17 left in the 3rd quarter.
Stork flushed out of the pocket, has to keep it here. He's going to run. He's going to be brought down by number 23. That is Trey Dieringer making the initial hit and the stop after what was a 2nd and 11 becomes 3rd and about 7 now for this East offense. So still in what is a manageable position offensively, but for the West, this is a key stop you got to make here and try to force the punt.
This is a big down. This is the biggest down of the game so
Absolutely.
far right here. 3rd and 7, 2:40 left in the 3rd quarter. This is huge for the West.
Throw by Stork over to number 33. That is Dawson Cook, who's going to force his way forward. He gets out of bounds on the tackle, but it's not until after he gets the first down, as you see on the replay here. This is a design play. Stork knew exactly who he was going to, and he's able to just slip by the defense. Good open field blocking. And so for the East, you get a fresh set of downs, and based on how they ruled the tackle, clock continues to run. So not only do you get the ability to burn more clock time, but you got a fresh set of downs to do it. And for the West, this is going to tire them out.
East is knocking on the door again, Willie Mack.
Hey, your prediction was right. You said East was going to score first, and they did. Stork with a single back set, motions Cook to the right. And that's a designed run up the middle. He's got some daylight. Is going to be brought down. Handful of West players there on the tackle against Stork. Making the initial stop is number 4, Gunnar Rothenberger at Junction City. Good open field tackle by Rothenberger there, because if Stork gets by him, I don't think there's anybody else in his way to keep him from scoring.
Nope. Let's shout out another $1,000 plus sponsor, Klamath Lake County SC. for the 2022 steer auction. $1,000 plus, man. Willie Mack, these $1,000 pluses, they add up.
Oh, yeah, and it all goes towards a great cause, so we thank each and every one of those sponsors for their contribution. As Stork with the pitch over to Anderson, goes left side, pushes his way out, nowhere to go, and another good open field tackle. Kohler Hernandez.
Again, Hernandez again.
Yeah, he is just all over the place. You see on the replay here, comes down from that second level and is just able to trip up Anderson with that momentum tackle toward the ankles. And it's another tough spot for the East offensively. It's third and not horribly long, but it's 3rd and 8, and we've got the clock continuing to run. The West needs another big stop here. This is another crucial down for him to at least get some of these defensive guys off the field and give them a break so that the offense can at least try to do something.
27 seconds left in the third quarter here from Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium.
Stork looking down the field, left side, airs it out. It's going to be a high one, and good one-on-one defense there. Intended receiver is Colton Crow, and covering Kim step for step, Colby Campbell. Good defense there by the defensive back.
Absolutely. A great defensive stop for the West here. I don't know what the East is going to do.
16.3 seconds left here to go until the end of the third quarter. It's an 8-0 game. East is leading. They're lined up like they're going to try to go for it. I think the intent is that even if it's a turnover on downs, they're going to hopefully put the strength on their defense to get another 3-and-out stop. As they come out onto the field, 3 receivers on the far side for Stork and this offense. He rolls to his right, just misses being tackled, looks down the field, makes the pass. It's going to be picked off. And that is going to be number 4 for the West, and Gunnar Rothenberger, and he's going to make his way down to about the 35, and a great defensive read in the secondary by number 4, Gunnar Rothenberger. He reads that. Stork trying to just be a general, and that does not go in his favor.
Well, I mean, for the East, that doesn't hurt that bad. I mean,
doesn't.
That's kind of like a punt. On 4th down, you take a shot, and they end up, I mean, the ball's still deep in West territory, and the East gets back on defense and tries to hold them down.
For the West, this is likely going to be their the last play of the third, as the ball's a direct snap to Rydell. He's going to go up the middle. Bunch of bodies there as he's going to push his way for a gain of about 4. So at the end of the third quarter, East leads the West 8-0 here at the 2023 Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back here for more football on EO Live TV.
What does it mean to be a part of something bigger than yourself? The Oregon Freemasons have been answering that question for more than 150 years. Through brotherly love, relief, and truth, we strive for community growth, a better world for our children, and lifelong friendships. Get to know the Freemasons and our centuries-old tradition of uplifting, enriching, and empowering our local communities. Learn more at OregonFreemasonry.com.
Back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, it's an 8-0 game, East leading the West. So we've got 12 minutes to go to determine the winner in this one.
$1,000 sponsor, 1,000 plus, Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Big thank you to Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Without these sponsors like this game doesn't happen and the money doesn't go to Shriners Children's Hospital Portland.
As we get ready to go here, officials setting the ball. A little bit of confusion is what's going on. I don't know what they're doing. It was 2nd and 6. Okay, they reset it. Looked like they were still going the other way for a minute, but 2nd and 6, 12 minutes to go to determine the winner in this one, as it's been a fun one up to this point. Doddsy and Kohler Hernandez has just been all over the place for this West team. Let's see what he does on offense potentially if he is out there. Nate Arce taking the direct snap, pushes his way forward. He's got some daylight, has one defender to beat. Stiff arms his guy in number 4, Cole Collins, and he's going to push his way out of bounds. Another good run from Nate Arce. Nate Arce just good. He cuts back to his left, and he finds that space, and just good all-around running for him. And the West has got a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, for the first time in the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, absolutely. It's probably their biggest run of the game. Direct snap going now to number 32. And that is Jaden Christie. He's pushing his way forward for, it looks like, gain of about 4 yards there. A lot of bodies in that dog pile.
$1,000 sponsor, 1,000 plus. Mary Rivers Lodge, Rainbow St. Mary's. Big thank you to them. Without them, this game doesn't happen.
Direct snap now to Rydell. He goes right side, is able to break a few tackles, gets his way forward. He's going to have enough for the first down. And now the West slowly moving their way forward, creeping with a chance to potentially knock on the door.
You know, if you spent a whole game tackling that guy, you're going to feel it the next day.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you're just going to be battered. West
Rydell with another direct snap, goes right up the middle.
Not much there for Rydell.
Really hard to say who brought him down because he was still pretty much upright on that play. Is really nothing out of it, but brings up second, and they're going to say he picked up at about maybe 3 yards, maybe 4, so list him at 2nd and 6.
The East defense is going to have to step it up right here.
Arce with the direct snap to him, cuts over to his right, pushes his way forward for a short gain. That'll bring up 3rd and about maybe 3 yards, so another manageable down for the West. The East now really trying to slow this momentum down, but the West is looking good.
I mean, the East defense should be able to figure this out. We're just snapping it to the guy, and he's running. You know what I mean?
Like, the West is going power football the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
Rydell with the direct snap, goes right side, is able to break a few tackles. He's got some daylight and pushes his way forward. Almost has the touchdown. And preventing that, I believe, was number 18 in Cole Martin, the defensive back, as you see on the instant replay. Rydell making some people miss, and Martin saving the would-be touchdown. Close call, but
great run by Rydell.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to stop. He gets the direct snap again, pushes his way forward, and he is going to have the touchdown, and they're going to give it to him. So Rydell, number 44, Waylon Rydell out of Estacada High School, pushes his way forward, and he gets the touchdown, and that'll bring up probably a 2-point conversion at this point.
You have to go for it.
Yeah, you have to go for it. Regardless, we're going to take this moment to give a shout out to our Extra Point sponsor. That's a $1,000 sponsor in Baker City Chevrolet. They've got over 109 years of experience. That's how long they've been around. They've got 4 sister stores, as the 2-point conversion is no good. So it's an 8-6 game. This is this is going to be a wild finish, Dodzy.
We said it might come down to the 2-point conversions.
Yeah, and that is the difference right now. But again, thank you to Baker City Chevrolet for being our Extra Point sponsor and doing all of their work for 109 years and going strong. Baker City Chevrolet, our Extra Point sponsor for this year's game. We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium.
Welcome back to Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, the 2023 Oregon East-West Shrine game. We have another $1,000 plus sponsor in MWB Gregory A. Jenkins 2022 steer auction, $1,000 plus.
Big shout out to them, and we'll also take this time to give a shout out to one of our $750 sponsors in Carpet One Floor and Home. They've served Eastern Oregon for over 45 years. They've got stores in LeGrand, Baker City, and Enterprise. They're locally owned, and they love supporting the local communities and their athletes. So big shout out to Carpet One Floor and Home. Carpet One Floor and Home, here to floor you.
9:26 left in the game, Willie Mack.
This is going to be an interesting finish all around.
Yeah, if you would have asked me at the beginning of the game if I thought it was going to be 8-6 East with 9 minutes to go in the game, no, I would have thought it would have been about 27-25.
Yeah, you know, as high scoring as we thought it was going to be, I thought we might break the 30s between the two teams. But we're not even going to break that. We're not even going to break 20 potentially between these two teams, so we'll see what happens. Kickoff coming here from Arce. That's a good kickoff there. Back down toward the 5-yard line. Fielding it was number 9 in Shaw Stork. Stork getting his way up to about the 27. That'll bring up 1st and 10.
To the east side, 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
$1,000 plus sponsor, the Lion Lodge steer auction. Without these $1,000 plus sponsors, this game doesn't happen. Portland Shriners appreciates it. Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game appreciates it.
Yeah, thank you again to all of those sponsors up to this point in this game. As Brenneman's now going to be back in at quarterback here. Handoff will go to Anderson up the middle. Initially meeting him is number 55. That is Benson Craig, as he had a handful of players come help bring Anderson down. Anderson looking like he may have picked up a handful of yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 7. Not much there. Good defensive stop by, again, initially Benson Craig making the initial tackle and then getting some help there, as the East is now going to be at about a 2nd and 7 situation here.
Momentum's a pretty cool thing, Willie Mack. You see the West has got a little buzz about them right now.
Pitch over to Anderson, has to grab it with one hand. It's going to be brought down in the backfield, and a great tackle there. That was number 23, Trey Dieringer, at a caboose. Just blew by the offensive lineman for the tackle there. So that is going to be 3rd and long now for the East, and the West needs they need that stop. This is we keep saying they're crucial stops, but each one's just becoming more crucial after the other, especially with the way our score sits at 8-6.
Yeah, the East has got to get something going right here. The West clearly has the momentum.
Brenneman in at quarterback still. Anderson in the backfield. Play action pass here, but we're going to have a flag on the play. More than likely either an offsides or a false start.
If it is a false start, that's the first false start of the game.
Yeah, good discipline. Good discipline all around.
Wow. Yeah, that's the first false start of the game, and this deep into a game where these players have only played together for a week.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Let's hit another $1,000 plus sponsor, Lion Lodge Steer Auction.
Shotgun set, true spread set here as Brenneman's got 4 receivers. Looks to Anderson though out of the backfield. Makes the catch, gets back to about the initial line of scrimmage, but the tackle made there looked like that was number 22, Nathan Dalton, if I'm not mistaken, who makes the tackle. We'll double check here, and it is, and then he gets the initial stop, and then finally bringing Anderson down was Caden Raver. So good reaction by the defensive lineman there. It's going to be a would-be punt.
And we're going to call that the fall.
Yeah, we'll call it that. That's for you all watching at home. That's what we're going to call it. And while they do that, we're going to go ahead and get in another sponsor read. This one for Ash Grove Cement. They're a $750 sponsor. So if you work with Ash Grove Cement or you are through Ash Grove Cement, we want to thank you for your donation to this year's 2023 East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. That, along with all the sponsorships, makes a huge difference for Shriners Hospital for Children. So we thank you. Again, Ash Grove Cement, a $750 sponsor, 12 plants, 43 terminals across the United States and Canada. Quality, reliability, safety in all of their projects. You want to learn more about Ash Grove, go to www.ashgrove.com for more information.
Rydell with the first down carry. He gets about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 here for the West. 7:05 left in the game.
See, I think my last one I need to get in is just Grand Ron Hospital and Clinics, correct? Okay. Yeah, and I'll get an EOU 1 and 2.
Rydell on the carry. Gets a couple. Bring up 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 5. 6:36 left in the game. And I mean, I would imagine we're just going to see the West run and run and run.
Yeah, because they're at the point now, the run game's working for them, and they just have to score at least once to try to get into it as Arce takes the handoff.
Oh.
He's going to push his way up the middle for maybe a short gain of 2 yards.
It's going to bring up 4th down, Willie Mack.
That's going to be, this is the deciding factor. I think it all comes down now to
time.
this.
Andy Mott has to decide right here. Are we going for it with 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter? Which it looks like they are.
Yeah. And we've got a quick rotation out as Rydell coming off the field. I mean, short game situation. You'd think he'd be the guy to get the ball, but we'll see who takes the snap here, as that's going to go to number 32 on the West, Jaden Christie.
Not going to get it. There was confusion in the backfield. A couple of guys didn't even move when the ball was snapped.
No movement from the West on that snap. That was just
miscommunication.
A confusing play. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
$1,000 plus sponsor, Willamette Lodge AF and AM. The Shriners game 2023 appreciates you guys. And I can't reiterate it enough. This money goes to Portland Shriners Children's Hospital, and it's absolutely amazing.
Now with 1st and 10 in West Territory at about their 46. For the East, it's just positive plays, keep the clock running.
Absolutely.
Handoff goes to Anderson.
Run. They're going to let the clock run here to the full amount, and they're going to try to chew up as much of this 5 minutes and 26 seconds that's left in this game.
And as they take their time in the huddle, we're going to take this time to give one more final shout out to Grand Ron Hospital and Clinics. They're a $1,500 sponsor for this year's game. Again, Grand Ron Hospital, located in LeGrand. They're excited to support this year's 72nd annual version of the Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. They love watching these athletes play, and they know it's for the kids. So, again, shout out to Grand Ron Hospital, big city medicine with a hometown touch. Your appreciation is felt here by Shriners, as that is a great defensive stop for this West defense, as number 6, Colby Campbell, and number 55, Benson Craig, are able to make the big loss stop there. That's what you need is the West. But you got to be quick now. You got to also be smart about how you're going to burn these timeouts.
Yeah, 7-yard loss there for the East, and this is the time where you can't afford to take 7-yard losses.
Oh, absolutely.
The East has got to make something happen here on 3rd down. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. East is clinging to a 2-point lead after the missed 2-point conversion by the West.
High pass there from Brenneman, his intended receiver in Dawson Cook. Cook was open. I just think he panicked for Cook, seeing the defender on him, and almost looked like he opted to get rid of that one in a sense. So that brings up 4th down. And so they're just going to opt to essentially punt, I believe, or was that 4th? Did they go for it on 4th down?
No, it's 4th down now.
Okay, correction. They are punting. So not a horrible play for the East in the sense of you're going to pin the West deep in their own territory. So they've pretty much got 80 yards, 75 yards to clear to get into the end zone and try to win this game with just over 4 minutes, 6 seconds left to play in this contest.
Yeah, it's a pretty tall task for the West. I mean, they had the one drive that was, they sustained it well and scored. But there's a fumble here on this play. The ball's loose.
And for the West, that is not what you want to see right out the gate, as now the clock continues to run. We're under 4 minutes left to go here. We haven't seen a lot of passing in this game compared to years prior.
No.
Last year and the year prior, there was a lot more passing, I think, in just each of the halves, first halves, than there was in this entire game.
Very few.
3:37 and counting till the end of this one. Still at quarterback number 5, Caden Younger. Younger looking to his right, quick throw. That one looked like it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Good
Willie Mack
defense.
this week, Bennett and I, my guy Bennett, editor, he does everything.
Yeah, jack of all
We
trades.
spent a lot of time with the players, the cheerleaders, the queens, the co-captains at all the events, and man, it has been a pleasure again this year. Just awesome. It's been fun and just getting to know some of these players and the people that are involved. It's just been an awesome time, and I just want to give a shout out to Bennett for everything he's done this week. He's worked his tail off.
Yeah, great work by him and this entire crew with EO Alive TV. As Younger flushed out of the pocket, looked to get rid of it, but it's going to be brought down for a sack. Making the initial grab there, looked like that was number 18 in Cole Martin, excuse me. And then getting some help there, just bringing him down there toward the end, was 59, Keegan McDonald. As you see there on the sideline, holding the camera over his shoulder, that is Bennett Welch. He has done fantastic work this week, as is the entire broadcast crew for EO Live
BC,
TV.
Gabe, Evan, Ryan,
Taylor,
Brady, Tanya, Taylor, everybody on the team has done a great job this week, and it's a stressful week around EO Live, and the culmination of it is the end of this game, and just kind of packing up the gear at the end, and knowing that we have another 9 months or so till we have to start worrying about the next one.
Yeah. And while we're getting ready for what is the East taking over on offense, give a huge shout out again to our title sponsors. First, the Shrine East-West Football Association, and of course to Eastern Oregon University. You've seen their commercial throughout the night, but thank you to EOU and Shrine East-West Football Association for being our title sponsors for this year's game as the clock continues to wind down.
Anderson's
We've got a
room here.
breakaway play here for Anderson. He's going to get his way up to about the 40-yard line, and great run by him to just break a couple of tackles and gets his way forward. And he's realistically been the MVP for this offense this game.
I might argue that.
Who would you say, Stork?
It's one of those.
Yeah, Stork. And to Stork's credit, he did have what was the winning touchdown.
Absolutely.
And
Well, we still got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, Willie Mack.
Yeah. But right now for the East, I think this is really just about, burning clock.
Absolutely.
Handoff there goes to number 33, Dawson Cook. He's going to get back to the initial line of scrimmage before being brought down by a trifecta of West players. We've got a timeout on the field by the East, so we're going to take another quick commercial break and be right back here for more football on EWA Live TV.
We're back. $1,000 sponsor, 1,000 plus, Willie Mack. Masonic Grand Lodge of Oregon. The Oregon Shriners Children's Hospital in Portland thanks you. The Oregon East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game thanks you.
Yeah,
2:27 left in this game, 8-6 East.
Yeah, and East has the ball. I mean, this is really just about being smart. And one, I think if they just get one more set of downs, that could really be the difference here, depending on how the West decides to use these timeouts.
Yeah, one. I think one more set of downs pretty much seals it. Really.
Yeah.
They're going to throw here.
Brennan looks to his left.
He's going to air it out.
Deep.
He got it.
Catch is made. So there's 2 flags down. So regardless if this is ruled a catch or not, it's going to be a fresh set of downs for the East.
Yeah, pass interference on the West there. Wow.
Making the catch there, number 10, Cameron Reich, the Weston McEwen product, 5'10", 165 pounds, and he uses all 5'10" of him to make that catch.
Wow. Vic Lease airs the ball out on 2nd and 10 with 2:20 left in the game with a 2-point lead.
Do what you got to do, man. You do what you got to do. And seeing that replay, even if they hadn't thrown the flags, that looked like a catch.
That was a catch.
He got the catch there. We'll look at it again, see just again the play action throwing it just blows my mind. But as you see here,
they called it an incomplete catch on the field.
And they're gonna rule that incomplete.
Walk it off.
Ooh.
Yeah, they ruled the catch incomplete.
Oh. I don't know about that one.
I mean, it's a fresh set of downs regardless for the East. 2:20 left in the game.
I'm not saying we should add more work for us, but if they would allow instant replay and we showed them that would have been a catch.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. But we don't need instant replay. It's just an all-star game. Not for the officials. For the fans, of course. Hand off here. Brennan given that way. I believe that was to Cook. And that was, so Cook pushes his way again. Maybe a gain of a yard or 2. And we're going to have another timeout on the field, this time by the East once again. So we'll also take.
The West took this timeout. He keeps signaling the wrong way. The ref keeps signaling the wrong way.
We'll keep it here on the field. Again, we've been giving out our shout-outs and everything, but once again, thank you to our title sponsor, Eastern Oregon University, and the Shrine East-West Football Association. Your contributions make a huge, huge effort toward Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. So once again, thank you to EOU. If you're interested in moving up to the next level, don't wait. You can visit eou.edu today, learn all about the Eastern Edge, about Oregon's best and most affordable university. It's Oregon's Royal University. And for those of you that have been watching at home that want to give to the Shriners, you can do so by going to www.shrinegamegive.com, or you can scan the QR code there on your screen. As it says, all of the donations that you give benefit Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland. It means the world to these kids. And as someone who is a former Shriners patient, that money and those donations, it's invaluable to the work that is done to help so many children across the United States.
1st and 10 here for the East.
Hand off to Cook on the left side, and Cook really just not been able to get much motivation going on, momentum going on his end. He loses about 2 yards on that.
Why
So
is the clock
continues
stopped?
to run.
Are we calling a timeout here? So we got another timeout on the field. Timeout West.
Timeout West.
One of the other thank yous we got to give is to the Shriners.
What does it mean to be a part of something bigger than yourself? The Oregon Freemasons have been answering that question for more than 150 years. Through brotherly love, relief, and truth, we strive for community growth, a better world for our children, and lifelong friendships. Get to know the Freemasons and our centuries-old tradition of uplifting, enriching, and empowering our local communities. Learn more at OregonFreemasonry.com.
Back here at the Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, Dodzy, you and your crew, between you, Bennett, and the others, you've done a lot of work. I mean, for the fans watching at home to see a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage, what can they do to access that? I mean, you guys did put in a lot of work, so obviously you want to show the fans that. How can they access all that great behind-the-scenes footage after this game's over?
So in the next week or two on Facebook, YouTube, EOA Live, we'll have interviews with the Queens, we'll have interviews with the co-captains, we'll have interviews with the Shriners Hospital doctors. We'll have all the behind-the-scenes stuff, and it'll come out over the next week or two, and it'll also be on the DVD.
Snap here to Brenneman. He goes to his right, nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down as his uniform, or his shirt underneath his uniform, essentially ripped. Trying to grab and bring him down was, again, Rydell. Rips the shirt, and that's just enough to allow number 75, Caden Raver, to make that stop there. And so we've got 4th and long now. Be about 4th and maybe 12 is what they're going to spot it out. Some discussion going on the field. Realistically, I think they're just burning more time here, but clock hasn't shown any indication of stopping. We're at 1 minute and 33 seconds and counting.
If you're Vic Leach, you run this all the way down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason not to. Like I was saying before, the big thanks to the Shriners. They show up. All these guys show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They put on a parade. They come to the game. They donate. They take donations throughout the year to give to Shriners Hospital, and it's just it's magical, man. It really is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, for those of you watching at home, as Dodzy said earlier, to find all of the behind-the-scenes footage, EO Live TV is going to be posting that here in the coming week or so. So just keep an eye out for that, because again, Kyle Dodds, aka Dodzy, along with the help of Bennett Welch, who was with him on scene for a lot of stuff. The whole crew, they did a great job, so they're going to be able to show you some really awesome footage as we move forward. But again, to everybody that has tuned in tonight, that's watched the game, if you've donated or if you have donated in the past to Shriners Hospital, we thank you so much for those contributions. And again, to all of our sponsors, no matter what level it was, all of that money goes towards a great cause. So for all of you that have done that, we thank you. And from a former Shriners patient, Will McLaughlin, I want to personally say thank you as well. But Dodzy, this was a fun game for one that did not turn into the shootout we predicted.
No. And let me take a second, too, to thank all the game coordinators, the cheer coordinator. I mean, there's so many people, the Queen and co-captain coordinators. There's so many people that make this happen. 4th and 18 right here.
We'll see what the East does as it's minute 20. Clock is stopped. Brennan now drops back to pass. Pump fake. Looks down the field for his
pass interference. He got the flag. He got the flag. He looked back and got the flag.
Good pump fake there, and Dawson Cook on the hitch and go route. Yeah, first down. Just
Let's look at the replay here.
Good call by the officials. Just the defensive back there, number 23, Trey Deeringer. He bit on the initial pump fake, and that was what allowed Cook. If Cook doesn't get grabbed there, he's catching that, and he's going into the end zone untouched.
That's a tough call to make right there at this point in the game, Willie Mack. I mean, that's a bold flag.
Yeah, it is, but when the evidence is that clear, it becomes that question mark of, like, is there even a point where throwing it with the way the game sits and everything? But it was 4th and 13. So
it's not a first down. I thought that in high school it must not be.
So that's because he called it a holding. He didn't say pass interference. He gave him a holding call. So it's just the yardage, and you replay the down. So it's not enough for the first.
If the East gets 3 yards right here, this game's over.
Yeah, absolutely. I formation set. Straight handoff there to number 19 and Colton Campbell.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think he got it.
Yeah, he had to have got to the 15-yard line, and so
the West is going to have a long ways to go, though. Head coach Andy Mott and the West are. I mean, they're going to have to go.
They're going to have to go 85
yards.
Just
Down by 2.
2-point game, 1:10 left in the 72nd annual
East-West Shrine All-Star football game. Yeah, I mean,
8-6.
And we're just being told that through this event, Shriners Hospital for Children in Portland raised over $50,000. Thank you to everyone who donated. As Younger rolls out to his left, looks downfield, has nowhere to go, has to run. He needs to get out of bounds. He's got some good sideline, and he's pushed out finally by number 3 in Brendan Monty. So good run by Younger there. Burned a lot of time. That's the only downside. About 9 seconds coming off, but made a guy miss there, saw where the sideline was, and was able to just pick up some yardage. And now that sense of wellness sets in a bit for the East, because like, hey, you're not out of the woods yet. This game's not over.
No, this game is not over.
Younger rolls to his right, looking downfield, makes the pass. Catch is made there. That's going to be caught. Let's see, actually. Great diving effort, though, there by number 33, Jackson Lyda, just a little out of his reach.
I think you have to throw the ball here. I mean, you can't take the risk of running the ball and the clock running. The West, I believe, is out of timeouts.
Yeah.
You're going to have to figure it out through the air, and that's been hard for both teams this game.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen, again, the amount of passing in this game alone was less than 1/2 of any of the last 2 games we've covered.
Yeah, there just hasn't been an air attack at all.
3 receivers lined up on the top side of your screen there. Younger drops back. It's going to be a quick screen play there. He's got some daylight, but just needed to cut back up toward his blocks.
42 seconds. No timeouts for the West.
They got to go quickly here. This is a NASCAR effort. 35 seconds and counting on the clock. Younger drops back to pass, steps up, and is going to be brought down for a sack. Not what you need, and that's now going to be 4th and long. West has got to be quick here. Younger, as you see on the replay,
on the sack there for the East. 13 seconds left, probably the last play of the game right here.
This is more than likely the last play of the game. Younger is going to be brought down for the sack. Fumble there. It's going to be that is number 89 for the East.
He's going to take that to the house.
And he's going to go in for the fumble recovery for a touchdown. Wow. Wow.
It's going to end on an East touchdown. Wow.
Owen Crane picking up the loose ball on the fumble by Younger. As you see here on the replay, Younger just a good strip sack there. That was by number 42. That was Cade Olds, and Owen Crane scooping it up and just goes the distance for the game-ending touchdown. Wasn't the game winner because of the way the defense was playing there. It would have ended 8-6, but just a wild finish altogether, Dodsey.
All right, Willie Mack, who you got? Who's your West MVP?
Oh, my West MVP is, it's got to be number 44, Waylon Rydell. He was consistently all over the place, offense and defense.
Agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
100%.
He's going to be a great product at Eastern Oregon University. Tim Camp and the Mountaineers, they've got a stud coming in Waylon Rydell.
Right.
He's my MVP.
Let's move to the East.
Owen Crane obviously had the play of the game right there with it ending like that, but I honestly I'm going to have to go with Shaw Stork and Trevor Anderson, number 9 and number 22.
Yeah, let's give it go.
Yeah, I think they both.
Trevor Anderson.
Stork obviously had that touchdown. That was what proved to be the game winner. And Anderson was just great with running the ball.
Absolutely.
I think he maybe had 3 bad plays on offense. So those are my co-MVPs for the East. But, yeah, Stork and Anderson, great game by those two. And just a fun game in general.
What a game.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's going to do it for us here on EO Live TV. Your final score, the East beating the West 14-6 in the 2023 East-West Shrine All-Star Football Game. This was the 72nd annual edition of this game, the 70th game being played. Again, 2 were not able to be played in years past. But nonetheless, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want to thank all of our sponsors for donating. And we want to thank you as well, too. This was a fun one. To all of our cast and crew from here at EO Live TV, this has been a Brent Clapp Productions showcase. We will see you folks next year. You have a great night, a great summer, and thank you for tuning in.